Hello, creeps.
All right, welcome back to Fright Night Flicks. You're here with Dan and Darren.
What's up? It's Postmaster D here.
I like what you did there.
Yeah.
All right, spit a freestyle.
No, I was
Hey,
gonna.
dude, it can't be worse than what we hear.
This movie has the worst raps I think I've ever heard. That's all.
Yeah, that's a fact. So if you don't know, we are reviewing the 2000 Leprechaun in the Hood.
I'm a wee green guy who's new to town. Show me what you do when you get down. Lep in the hood when we're bad, we're good.
We went from Leprechaun 1, Leprechaun 2. Those are all like pretty much
No,
still.
keep going. Yeah.
Leprechaun 3, we went to Vegas.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yep. 4, we go to space.
That was just insanity.
And where do you go after space?
To the hood.
To the hood. They make it clear it's to the hood.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So if you know nothing about this movie, well, it's when three rappers want to get even with a pimp, they accidentally unleash a leprechaun who goes on a killing spree in the hood.
Which sounds like a great idea, actually.
It is, I'm going to be honest, controversial take. It's a great idea.
Yeah, is there a more compelling title than Leprechaun in the Hood?
Well, Leprechaun returned to the hood.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, he's back.
He's going to do it.
This MFer went back to the hood. Who goes back?
Oh, it's so good. Well, this is directed by Rob Spera, writers Mark Jones, William Wells, Alan Reynolds, and actors Warwick Davis and Ice-T.
Yeah, so we got Ice-T as a pimp.
Dude, you know the funny thing with Ice-T?
Pimp.
I can't even, he's a rapper, right?
I don't even know why he's famous. I thought for music, right?
I couldn't tell you one Ice-T song.
Well, here's the problem. I think he was a rapper, and then I think he got more famous being an actor because he was on that CIS or NCIA or whatever the heck that junk is, right?
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff. So now I actually know more as an actor than a rapper.
Yeah, same.
Which is interesting.
That's life, bro.
Rotten Tomatoes, critics gave it 30%, audience 31, so pretty even here.
Yeah, with these Leprechaun movies, we're really riding the lower limits of the tomato meter.
Dude, it's either for you or it's not. You know what I mean?
We're just scraping the bottom. It really makes me think, like, what are we doing, you know? We love these movies, but why?
There might be something wrong with us.
Yeah, I think so. We're not normal.
All right, before we jump into the show, we have some new members to shout out, starting with Jesus Ramirez, Dylan Floyd, and Carly Frazzi. That's on the YouTube side. On Patreon, we have Rosho and Ian Joseph.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Ian Joseph, hey, thanks for joining the tribe, by the way. And
Yeah,
thank you
we're
guys
tribe
all.
member.
Yeah, and thank you guys all for the support.
Hey, we appreciate every one of you. And if you guys want to join, check out what we got.
Yeah, and guys, enjoy it. We just dropped Ernest Scared Stupid, which was great. Daniel did some awesome faces in that. Here, I'll show you some now.
Yeah, how do I describe? I'm not going to do the faces.
Do another one. Hit him with another one. Get him with another one. Dude,
Hey.
when I was editing, I was dying laughing at those.
I mean, see, guys, that's what I give you. All right, members, I go all out.
I think you have an acting career or something. He is very talented.
All right, well, I'll look into that, see if I can get any gigs.
I gotta put those in a short somehow.
Oh gosh, dude. I mean, I don't even care, honestly.
Well, okay, then I'm doing it.
All right. And a quick checkup. Spotify, we have 122 reviews. So our goal by the end of the year is 200. I don't even know if that's true. I'm just saying it.
It is now. Yeah, please help us get there.
And on Apple, we're at 60. It's a slow, steady slog. I get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if you guys could please find it in your heart to give us some Apple reviews, we'd appreciate it. Actually, either side, I don't really care.
Well, we had a couple people that did find it in their heart, and we're going to read their reviews. Starting with Zach M45. I'm not normally a podcast guy, but I've been following Fright Night Flicks since last year when I was captivated by clips of their Halloween franchise vids on TikTok. Oh, I held that breath in so long.
Are we keeping it?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a long sentence for you.
And now I've become a regular listener. These guys are genuine and always entertaining. Every episode has some good banter, movie recaps, fun trivia, and every now and then there is a splash of sibling rivalry.
Sibling, not sibling.
You know, okay, hey, I stumbled through these sibling rivalry that makes you think they're about to throw hands.
Dude, you should have seen some early on ones. We just about did. I walked out of an episode one time. It's
You
true.
guys got to understand, there's a grind to this. All right. And there's a point where like now we actually have like a good following. Like we're babies in this arena.
Yeah, we're growing up to medium level, which is awesome. Thank you again, everyone who listens. It's awesome. In the beginning, when no one's listening, it's hard. It's hard.
You're putting in all these hours of editing, like recording, doing a ton of stuff, and you're like, it's kind of tough. Like no one's really out there. You should have a small little following,
Not only that, though, you don't even know what format you're doing, Like you're kind of getting the vibe of the podcast of how it's supposed to flow, who does what. Everyone has their duties. We didn't really know that yet.
No.
Or even how we wanted the podcast to go.
Yeah,
like,
all that doesn't really matter. We just fought sometimes.
Yeah, well, we also still just fight.
Being frustrated, tired, and not a lot to show for it. Sometimes we fight, but we love doing it, so we stayed with it.
I mean, we're currently in kind of a little fight about the phone controversy.
What's that mean? I don't even know what that is.
I think Daniel's hanging up on me when I call him.
Darren's a little bit of an excessive caller, and I do screen calls. So he thinks my phone.
Okay, there's two things that are going on. Okay, so initially I thought his phone had an issue to where when I call the first time, it automatically just hangs the call up. And then when I call a second time, then it'll go through. So I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, dude, I think something's wrong with your phone because every time I call the first time, it just hangs up on me. And then I have to call again. Then I get through. And he goes, well, no, I just don't answer. I hang up the first time.
Yeah. So a lot of times he calls, I'm busy doing something, and I'll just send it straight to voicemail, thinking he'll get the point, but he calls back again. Then I start feeling sorry for him. So I'll pick it up on the second one.
This is crazy, by the way. This has been going on for months. This isn't like a week. I thought there's something wrong with your phone.
Well, it's crazy that you didn't get the hint.
It's even crazier that you haven't told me, like, hey, stop calling.
Well, I think I made it clear. Just send me a text before you call.
Or just like, we have our method now. We have the rules. But no, why didn't you just say, hey, don't call. I just hung up on you. Why are you calling back? Then I would have been like, oh, shoot, you are hanging up on me.
Because usually I'll pick it up. If I picked up the second time and came with that energy, it usually will go negative and we'll get into a little squab.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest, though, all jokes aside, I'm still not sure if you are hanging up on me or if there is something wrong with the phone. Well, it does seem like it's like instant.
I do a lot of times have it on that privacy or whatever the mode is. Like I have everything turned off.
I mean, there is a possibility there is something where it like immediately sends me a voicemail and you are also hanging up on me.
I would say that's possible.
Anyways, back to the review.
I listen whenever I can go to work. I love hearing their takes on classic horror movies.
It's not whenever I can go to work. He listens when he's at work.
Whenever he listens when he can at work.
Yeah. Okay.
Love hearing their takes on classic horror movies and the recurring inside jokes like how Dan says Voorhees. Oh, wow.
No, wow, that's ironic. He said it correctly. He usually says Voorhees or some junk.
Voorhees. Is that right?
Well, yeah, you're saying it right now. You're ruining it. But we get what you're saying.
Can't recommend enough. 5 stars. So thank you for that review. We really appreciate it.
Dude, awesome review. You even sparked quite a bit of little conversation there.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much. We're glad you enjoy.
Next, we have Reaper 10. Great podcast. Any plans on doing the Jeepers Creepers franchise? And I would say absolutely.
I see what you have it written. I thought he wrote that. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
No, that's my note.
Can we, Cock of the Walk? Isn't
that's
that from
on part 2?
Part 2? I know. Yeah. It's so bad.
Cock of the Walk.
That had us dying laughing. I love Jeepers Creepers, the original, and I think the additional movies of the sequels are pretty bad, but maybe fun to watch.
I know I've watched the first 2, and I would totally be down to review both of them. And in fact, Jeepers Creepers 1, absolutely, we're doing. Yeah, I don't know if we do the whole franchise.
Man, that's the hard thing is because people do like when we go through the franchises, but I'm already thinking ahead. I mean, so I'm jumping the gun, but Jeepers Creepers will be down the line, but I'm thinking maybe Hellraiser might be one we're doing soon. And then I start looking through those and I'm like, do we really want to do all these?
Ooh, the Hellraisers, you're going to hate them. I'm just telling you, you're going to hate those.
Why?
Because it's dark. Like you like a little stupid fun, not so much in those movies.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably right. You know me.
Anyways, if you're interested in us doing all of Jeepers Creepers, leave a comment. Let us know. All right. Well, let's move on to our audience reviews of Leprechaun in the Hood. What do the people have to say? Starting with Brittany. I love this movie, but then again, my brother and sister say that I have tendency to like bad movies. Understandable. It's one of those things where it's so stupid, it's funny. Yes, it's supposed to be a horror movie. If you look at it that way, you'll be disappointed. This is a comedy for sure. 5 stars.
Yes, it's supposed to be a horror movie. If you look at it that way, you'll be disappointed. I don't totally understand that sentence.
I think she's just trying to say you got to look at it as more of a comedy than horror.
Yeah, this is so bad it's good. It's just a stupid movie.
Yeah, all these movies are in that category.
Yeah, it's just more of like, hey, what are they gonna do? Oh my gosh, they did that. Are Leprechauns rapping now? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Exactly. Next, we have Danny G, a cinematic masterpiece. I have to laugh when I read that.
I mean, he knows what he's doing here.
A cinematic masterpiece that shows the racial tensions of the African American community being persecuted by the Irish in an attempt to gentrify an urban neighborhood. 5 stars.
I mean, he's joking, right?
I think he's looking at it at a very, he took his own angle on that one.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
I thought that was a good review.
That was good.
Next, we have Sham. It's cute, it's creative, but I wasn't overly in love with it. It's entertaining, which is all I can say. 3 stars.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree with all that, actually.
Sometimes less is more. You know what I mean?
The worst part about doing these reviews is I constantly want to tell you what I think, but I can't.
Correct.
So I have to give you a very, very shallow take.
Well, you can. You just have to wait.
Wow. Yes, I kind of agree. That's good.
Next, we have EXO. Pointless, horrid, stupid movie from the beginning till the end. If the movie was about gangsters and people from the hood, I would have bought into the notion of being a dramatic action movie, but adding the Leprechaun, come on.
Oh, so they thought this was a movie about the hood. Oh my gosh.
I don't think they realized that it's a Leprechaun movie.
Yeah, no, this is Leprechaun and we brought the hood in, not the reverse. That's really funny.
1 star. So I guess if you don't know anything about the Leprechaun movies and you go into this thinking it's like a hood classic, you may be disappointed.
Yeah, if you don't know about the Leprechauns, actually, I don't know, man. It depends. If you like bad movies, this might be even better. Like, oh my gosh, what is going on? A Leprechaun in the hood.
It's a lot to take in if you have no idea.
It's a lot either way.
Okay, let's jump into our first impressions. Now, I want to start off with, I think we can say we like hood movies.
I don't know that I do like hood movies anymore, to be honest. They're kind of depressing.
Yeah, in the history, a lot of them are depressing. Usually people get killed.
Yeah, that's like, even with this one, it's a lot of violence going on.
Well, we did do Tales from the Hood.
And I thought that was also that way.
That was a lot darker. And it's funny, when I was watching this, my mind kept going to that movie.
Well, yeah, when we thought we really liked that movie, then we watched it. I'm like, this isn't as good as I thought it was.
Yeah, but we did Friday's a great hood movie.
That's good. It's fun.
Yeah, Paid in Full, another great one.
I don't remember that one, but okay.
That one's good. It is dark, but it has a good ending, kind of.
All right.
Ish. It's based on a true story, so that one's good. Above the Rim.
Oh, okay. Love Above the Rim.
Hey, by the way, in Above the Rim, I watched a clip because I'm like, what was Above the Rim about? I kind of forgot.
I don't remember at all. I know I like it. That was Denzel, right?
Sure.
No, that was He Got Game.
Yeah,
also a good one. I don't remember what Above the Rim is.
There is a scene where Nutso goes to do a backboard slap, hits the backboard, breaks it off, falls out the window to his death.
Wow. Okay, I don't know if I've ever seen this movie.
Dude, I watched that clip again. I was dying laughing. Like, it's so ridiculous.
That is crazy. You know what? I got to see that. I know we've seen it. I just don't remember anything about it. I keep thinking of that Kevin Bacon movie where he gets that tall guy from Africa.
They're up there.
Oh, is that there up there? That was a good one.
Up there. That's not a hood movie, though.
No, it's not at all. You know what's a fun one I was just watching?
What?
Ernest Slam Dunk.
Oh, you're just moving into basketball movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you got to watch Ernest Slam Dunk, though.
I don't have to.
It is so bad, though. They lowered the hoops, so everyone is doing is dunking. And these are actors, so they're not very tall. It's like 8-foot hoops, or 6, maybe even 7. I don't know.
Okay, can I bring us back?
Yeah, sure.
So back in our realm of hood horror movies, we did People Under the Stairs.
Okay.
Because that's a project movie, right?
Is it? I guess kind of.
Yeah, they live in the projects. It's getting shut down by the rich people.
Because the neighborhood does show up at the end.
Yep. Candyman, another one.
Yeah, very depressing.
Okay. Anyways, we like hood movies too. Well, I guess we are unsure if we like.
Well, we used to, and now that I've gotten older, I just don't like those type of movies.
Oh, what about The Wood?
I was telling my wife about that, and she's like, "What?" She's like, "Why did you watch that movie?" I'm like, "I don't know. It was fun, though." Yeah.
Yeah, growing up in Inglewood. Not that far from where we are here in Compton.
I thought you were going to say where we grew up.
No, we did not grow up. Let's just make it clear. We're not from the hood.
No, we lived in the country for most of our lives. Lived in the city till we were about 5th grade.
Yeah. Off the bat with this movie, this is partly because I've been in a TikTok algorithm here.
Are we in initial impressions or not?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
This is them. So in TikTok, there's a lot, at least in my feed, will show up a lot of like humiliation rituals, a lot of conspiracy theory stuff, right?
I don't know what humiliation rituals.
Well, you remember like Cat Williams talking about making black men wear dresses in movies?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this movie is out there with that.
This is so weird. I don't know why they did this.
We have Fontaine, who's trans. I don't know if they're trans or they dress like a woman.
Well, I think they're on the way to being transgendered.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, they want to chop things off. So,
do they?
There's implication about getting money for their operation.
Oh, I did not.
Which is just the weirdest thing to throw in this movie, and that wasn't. And then it goes on.
No, we also have some of our main characters that will be in full drag at one point.
It just seems like such an odd thing to do in this movie because it wasn't even funny. It was just like, oh, this is just like something the Leprechaun's going to be into now.
Well, but I'm telling you, that's what was weird to me is because I've heard all these conspiracy theories and hearing Cat Williams talk about it. And all of a sudden we do have actually, there are 3 black men in dresses in this movie, which is interesting.
It was weird. Sure.
Anyways, I do like the characters though. Like Ice-T playing Mac Daddy. It's interesting. He captivates me. I like to watch him.
Yeah, he plays a great pimp. I think he was born to play that role.
Now, some of our main characters, not so much, but they're so different that I'm kind of into it.
Well, okay, so Postmaster P, the main character, I feel like he was kind of dry. I didn't really care too much for him.
Not much of a personality.
No, you had the goofy friend. I forget what his name was. Coolio? Is that what you have?
Coolio?
Oh, wait, that's the wrong.
Do you know who Coolio is? That's a famous rapper, Darren.
Was he in this?
Yes, Coolio makes an appearance.
Oh, at the church. That's right. I forgot. Wait, so I'm thinking of Butch.
Okay, so we have Postmaster P. He's the straight-laced, wants to go down the good route. We'll get into that. Butch is like the science man. And then we have Stray Bullet, who's a wannabe gangster.
Yeah, Butch is like a goofball, though.
Yeah, well, I guess kind of. I don't know, it's kind of nerdy-ish, but it's like, how did these guys become friends? They're all very different.
Well, can I ask, yes. But I guess the main point we veered off from is I just didn't find Postmaster P that interesting, but Butch was interesting. Straight Bullet played that kind of gangster. He was fine.
And there's definitely characters in the hood. Like we have 2 pawn shop owners that are very different and have personality.
Yeah.
Like everyone you meet, I mean, Fontaine's a whole nother personality. We already talked about that. There's a lot of like stuff going on that's out there.
Yeah, it's interesting. I thought the story was interesting enough. Like these people want to be rappers and they are going to do whatever they can to make that goal or to accomplish that goal, right?
Well, it kind of goes to that bigger picture. Do you sell your soul for fame?
That's true.
Another conspiracy thing that's out there right now.
We don't need to go down that route. You know what I'll say though? This movie had terrible kills, or just like not really. They didn't really show a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of just magic explosions of chests.
There's that. I mean, there's one where we don't even see the kill. There's like, I think it's just a strangle. Like the Leprechaun just strangles someone, but it's not even like a good strangle.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it blew me away with the kills.
No, it was the thing actually probably the worst.
And really, this isn't about people taking the Leprechaun's gold. It's about this magic flute.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is like, he's not even chasing gold. He's chasing flute now.
Yeah, he wants that flute.
And the way, like, why is he using the flute?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, where did the flute come from? It's a new thing.
I mean, that's how it is. It's like, oh, okay, now the flute's his little mission.
But more than ever, it's just some of the worst rapping you'll hear in any movie.
Oh, man. It's like we're going into the hood. The rapping should be decent there, right?
You should have said the rapping should be good.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't ready for that. There's one scene in particular. I don't know if you're going to highlight it, but here, I'll give it to you now.
It's from the dome. I roam through the chromosome. Come around, I pound you in the head with reds and...
Oh, am I not giving it to them now?
Well, you could. I just have the lyrics later on.
Oh, okay. Because there's one part where I'm like, dude, I don't know what they're doing, but this guy is just god awful.
Oh, I went through and wrote down the lyrics of some of these raps.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
So, like, this movie works in the fact that it is just so ridiculous at times and so stupid. And the Leprechaun rapping and just the things that are happening are kind of funny. But the thing is I don't like about it is kind of just dry and a little bit depressing at times. It's not fun.
Yeah, they could have definitely gone, I don't know. I would have actually liked more hood. Like, I want to meet some more people are roaming around the city.
We actually don't meet that many people at all.
No, we kind of just like stay in a few venues.
It was enjoyable, but it is what it is. It's Leprechaun in the Hood.
All right, that's enough of our initial impressions. Let's jump into the movie. We begin with the leprechaun walking into his cave, sitting on his stairs, counting his gold, and straight out the gates, we get our first freestyle.
Yeah, I like that we went back to his little cave, wherever the heck that is.
Yeah.
That's like back to his roots.
We don't actually visit his cave at all in this movie.
Guest toll increases. Solution unknown.
And the leprechaun ends his freestyle by giving himself his street name.
For no one is safe from a lep in the hood.
So apparently now we know him as Lep. Lep in the hood.
You know, I always called him Lep, but I didn't. I wonder if I got it from this.
Well, I think in the first movie that kid calls him Lep.
Oh, he does say, oh yeah, hey Lep, F you Lucky Charms, maybe, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
So now we know the street name of the leprechaun is the Lep. We cut over to Ice-T, or should I say Mac Daddy. So Mac is with his homeboy Slug, all right? Now, apparently Slug has provided him with a hood treasure map. Now, again, I'm not from the hood. I don't know if this is a thing. Is it common to have treasure maps in the hood?
I didn't know that he had a treasure map, and I've watched it so many times. I had no clue. No, it is not common. I don't think so. At least.
Here's the thing. I have questions right out the gate. First of all, if someone's selling a treasure map, you'd have to be a complete idiot to buy it.
It was right, though, you know?
It was right, but why wouldn't the guy giving you the map just go get it?
Oh, you're right. Why would they even give you the map if there was treasure, in fact, there? That's a great point, Dan.
Right. Yeah.
Second, like, where did they get this map from?
We don't know. There's a lot of things they don't really go into depth in this movie. Now, the first stop on this map apparently requires them to break through a concrete wall, which is crazy. So they have a sledgehammer and I guess there's no door. They just have to pound through this wall. But when they go in, it's like a table with beer and I don't know what else is on it. Oh, there's a hamburger.
It's like they just broke into like a Subway or something, I think, right? I don't know.
It's like a living room. What are you talking about?
Is that a living room? I thought they were in a Subway.
No, that's a living. There's like a table.
That's so funny. I guess I didn't know where we were.
Well, Ice-T isn't happy about this because he, expects to have gold, and that Slug brought him here on this stupid treasure map. So he just takes Slug, throws him into another wall, busts through that, revealing a green leprechaun statue wearing a gold amulet around his neck. Not only that, he's got a pot of gold at his feet.
So here's where I'm confused. Why is he there still?
The leprechaun?
Yeah.
This is a whole nother timeline.
Okay, but you're right. You can't judge it to the old ones. But okay, if he is there, you would think someone put that amulet around his neck, right?
Right.
Because he's not going to self-stone, right?
Correct.
Then why is the gold there?
At his feet?
Yeah, whoever put the thing on him would have taken the gold, right?
Would you though? You know the curse.
Okay, so I guess this scenario would be that someone put it on him and said, hey, F this, I don't want to deal with this guy. I'm just going to leave the gold and go.
Seems like the smart bet.
Actually, that would be a smart thing. All right. Mystery solved.
Well, I did love Mac Daddy's line when he sees the leprechaun.
Shit. You midget Midas motherfucker.
I mean, that's a wild thing to say to our boy Khan here. Or I guess Lep.
Yeah, he comes at him with the heat. But Mac Daddy isn't interested in the gold really at all. He reaches down and picks up the flute and says, that's all he wants right there.
Okay. Yet again, why is he going straight for the flute? Like, how does he know? He doesn't actually know about this. He just found a map.
So maybe on the map, they said there was a golden flute. Maybe that's like what he heard. I don't know. He doesn't seem interested in the gold at all.
We have to assume there's been some talk beforehand.
Maybe it's like a hood story that they've all heard about this leprechaun and magical flute.
Okay.
We'll build in some lore.
Sure.
Well, he takes the flute and then he goes over. Remember that table that they had to break through the concrete wall that had beer on it?
Yeah, with that gross food that's been sitting out forever.
Yeah, he grabs the beer and just starts drinking.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting move too. It's like, that's not your beer.
Well, dude, it's like that thing's been sitting out for years.
I mean, not to like whoever drank it, it could be disgusting there. Backwash that. Also, just warm beer. Gross.
Well, I don't know about backwash. I think they were sealed bottles in a 6-pack.
Oh, okay. Sorry, then warm beer. I don't know. I thought we were in a Subway, so I'm lost. I don't know where we're at.
Well, his partner Slug collects the gold and removes the amulet from around the leprechaun's neck. Now, as soon as he takes that thing off, the leprechaun's eyes start glowing red, and that little sucker comes to life. Slug turns around and sees him, but he immediately freezes up. The leprechaun just slowly walks towards him. And apparently Slug's so terrified he can't even yell. because Mac Daddy is like literally like 4 feet away from him.
Yeah, this is very convenient. Mac Daddy has turned his back from the gold, which you think he'd be interested in, and is just more concerned about his beer now, just not looking at, and his buddy's getting stalked by the con. You're right. This guy could have made any noise, but no.
No, he's totally frozen up.
Which you would be pretty scared to see that little man.
Okay, so Mac Daddy's 4 feet away from Slug when he hears some groaning, and then Slug comes into his room, collapses on the floor with a hair pick in his neck.
Yeah, cool kill. I like using the hair pick. I don't know how the leprechaun got up there to his neck, though. The guy would have had to like bend down.
I think he was bending down, I think picking up gold.
You know, it's stupid though. Leprechaun has like those magic abilities. He could have just like taken it out and thrown it into his neck. But that's the start of like, we don't actually see it go in. We just see the aftermath.
Right. I did like Ice-T's reaction though, because as soon as he saw his buddy with it in his neck, he was just like, oh, like disgusted.
I noticed that too.
Well, we didn't talk about it, but these dudes are like, this is supposed to be, I guess, in the 70s. And they gave these guys like giant froze.
Well, I mean, that's how we know it's the 70s. Otherwise, we're just in a building, you know? You wouldn't know, but by the way they're dressed, yeah.
And arguably, these froze may have magical powers.
Well, we're going to find out. That's so stupid.
Okay, we'll get to it. So Mac pulls out his gun, but immediately the leprechaun does some magic on it. That thing becomes like molten hot. He has to throw it down. So now Mac Daddy has no gun. He's got to defend himself. What does he do? Reaches up into his fro and pulls out a switchblade. Well, Leprechaun just takes that thing and throws it against the wall. Again, magical powers, just throws it out of the way. And you're not going to believe what happens next, because Mac Daddy reaches into his fro and pulls out a full-size baseball bat.
What? Yeah, come on.
That was not a full-size baseball bat.
What do you mean?
That was like a little version of it.
It was a small bat?
I don't think that was really a full size.
Hey, either way, it can't fit in a fro.
No, it was funny. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, this is the Leprechaun in the Hood. No rules.
Yeah. The Leprechaun just throws him out of the way, knocks him to the ground, walks over to Mac Daddy and says, "Stilling me gold, a sure way to grow old."
Solid rhyme. 8.5.
But does it make sense?
Stilling me gold, a sure way to grow old. No, actually, that's the opposite.
You're not going to grow old at all, actually. You die young.
That's a really funny point. You're right. That doesn't make sense. That's wrong.
Yeah. Then he finishes with, "Now me little room will become your tomb."
Scary stuff from the Leprechaun.
Well, the Leprechaun now gets caught slipping because he walks over to Mac Daddy, doesn't realize Mac Daddy just happens to be sitting next to a pressure relief valve.
Very convenient.
Which he opens up, blasts the Leprechaun in the face. He flies backwards, falling onto a board. Now, this board just so happens to have the amulet sitting on it.
So we have like a teeter-totter situation.
So when he hits the board, it launches the amulet into the air, landing around the Leprechaun's neck, turning him back to stone.
Boom. Very convenient.
Now we cut to years later, maybe years later. They don't really say. It's just a later time.
Yeah. It could be a year. It could be 50.
Yeah. Now we meet Postmaster P and his crew who are auditioning for a gig. So this whole movie is centered on this gig. So there's like an initial gig to get to perform at this rap competition. And then you go to that competition gig. If you do well, you may go to Vegas.
Okay, it's confusing. I think you have to try out for the audition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I guess this is an audition. This is the audition for the first competition.
Right.
See that rhyme? Do you see it? Once they pass the audition, then they can go to the competition, which is still local. And if they win the competition, then they go to Vegas for the real event.
Right. It's quite a few little steps to get to Vegas.
It took me a while to realize what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now we get to hear Postmaster P and his crew here with some of the worst raps I've ever heard.
I mean, rapping about positivity is just a god-awful idea.
The peace for positive, and that's my guarantee. Postmaster P, y'all, positivity.
Yeah, like they're on like real positive vibes. Like here's a line from Postmaster P. "Our unconscious beliefs control our behavior. Only through daily positive affirmation can we overcome."
Yeah, it's one thing to just be positive when you're rapping. This is just like, no, we're literally going to rap about being positive.
It's terrible.
It is so bad.
It is bad. So in this group, we have Postmaster P. He's like the face of the group, very positive, seems to be on the straight and narrow.
The P stands for positivity.
Then we have Butch, who's a scientist and a chemist.
Okay, I have questions about that, but we'll get there in a minute.
So he runs like their audio equipment. He's like the electrician of the group.
No, okay. Well, that's where I think we have an issue.
Okay, well let's just get
talk.
into it. You don't want to just do it.
Oh,
right now?
okay. So during their set here, he screws it up by doing some chemistry, right?
Well, he was using nitrogen triiodide.
Exactly. Okay, simple question. Why?
I think that was the pyrotechnics.
Did they say there was going to be pyrotechnics here?
No, but I think he put those in. He really wanted to show out for this audition.
Okay, so then that broke something else?
Yeah, it like broke all their equipment and almost set the stage on fire.
I mean, my issue is there's a difference between a chemist and an electrician, and he tries to play, I guess, both.
Yeah, he's like the smart guy.
He didn't really seem like an electrician, though. It seemed like he was mostly interested in the chemistry, which I'm like, that's not going to help you with this. But now that we have the pyrotechnics, I guess it'll help for that. I don't know.
Sure, I don't know. He probably shouldn't be in a rap group.
I mean, yeah, he didn't seem to help at all.
No. Then we have Stray Bullet, who's basically the wannabe gangster or maybe an actual gangster. I don't know. He makes questionable decisions.
Yeah, he just raps hard. Very hard.
So, like we talked about, the crew's on stage. Butch messes up, sets off this explosion, destroys the entire set. They basically get kicked out and they don't get the gig.
Yeah, and this is going to set off all the events because their equipment is now broken. They gotta make it, man. They really got to get to this competition to get to Vegas, and then they're going to be famous.
Right.
I guess.
So they need a way to get this equipment back. First stop they're going to go is to old Jackie D's pawn shop. They're going to try to sell him a fake Jimi Hendrix guitar, but he immediately spots that it's a fake and is like, get out of here.
Well, they tell him the wrong year too. They say a year when Jimmy was already dead or something.
I think so.
So then they go to Chow's shop and try the exact same thing, and they didn't even change the year.
Oh, they did the same year?
Well, they had to have because Chow calls him out for what he says, like, hey, Jimmy wasn't even alive then. I'm like, they didn't even change the year after the first time?
I think what he really said is, you try to bullshit Chow? I mean, I shouldn't even do the accent. It's pretty offensive.
I'll bleep that whole thing.
It's pretty offensive.
Well, I mean, it's funny, though. I like the stereotype stuff, you know?
The over-the-top stereotypes?
Yeah, because it's ridiculous.
I don't hate it. For these movies, you might as well.
Yeah, there's no rules in this. I mean, he is a little racially charged, though. You know what I'm saying?
He does end up saying, you can hip and hop your black ass home.
I mean, but they did try to scam him, so...
Hey, maybe you're with Chow, maybe you're against him. That's up to you to decide.
Yeah, we're definitely not getting into this.
Yeah. So now they're walking down the street. The first thing that bothered me is Postmaster just throws the guitar away.
Yeah, it's like, wouldn't that be worth something?
Yeah, I get it's not Jimi Hendrix's guitar, but it's a guitar.
I mean, I don't know anything about guitars, but I imagine it has some sort of value. I don't know.
I wouldn't think you would just throw it away. Anyways, they end up spotting Mac Daddy Onassis in the alley. And you may be wondering, Onassis? Wasn't it just Mac Daddy?
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Well, the reason they call him Onassis is because he was a pimp, and Mac Daddy owned asses.
It's a great play on words.
Onassis.
I liked it. My favorite part is that Stray Bullet's mom apparently was also involved with him.
Yeah, Stray Bullet's mom, I think, worked the streets.
Yeah, but it's like, we don't know who she is, right?
No, but we'll get into it, like a little bit of it. So old Mac Daddy now, he has this whole hip hop thing going. He's basically like a hip hop mogul.
Do we, just to be clear, this is Ice-T, if we didn't already say that. So he's got his flute. He's become famous after finding the Leprechaun's gold.
Apparently still just hanging out in the hood, though.
But he's made it in the hood.
I guess he's made it. He seems to perform at bars. Like,
yeah, you're right. You know, that's my one thing is like they make him seem as if he's made it, but he doesn't really look like he's made it. There's only one person that hangs out with him.
I mean, I guess he has a nice spot.
He has one room that looks nice.
But the thing about Mac Daddy is he's into that gangster hip hop, and P is not down with that, right?
Gangster rap is not positive.
No. Well, Mac Daddy starts to drive out of this alley, sees these guys standing there, stops the car, and he's like,
Ain't the Milli Vanilli of Compton rap. Heard you guys are sampling chipmunk tracks now.
So basically clowns the guys for their music.
Well, the thing is, the chipmunk line he dropped, I was confused why he dropped that.
I think it's just like some corny stuff.
Oh, I thought like maybe their track was sped up to sound like Chickmunks, like some accident happened we didn't know about.
Looking too deep.
Yep.
Looking too deep.
I'm out.
Well, Stray Bullet tells him like, hey, you should hear our stuff. It's hot. Like it's the hot stuff.
Super hot, dude.
Now, surprisingly, Mac is like, all right, fine, jump in the car and I'll go listen to it.
It's kind of funny because, yeah, they seem to already have like a little bit of a relationship with him. Like, why do they even know of each other?
I think we just had to get Mac and their relationship going.
Yeah.
We didn't have time in the movie to play around with it.
Yeah, we're not going to deal with that in the story. Just let's go.
So they head over to Mac's office where he has the leprechaun sitting in the middle of the room in like a showcase.
I know. I'm like, dude, if you knew the leprechaun had this kind of ability to kill you magically, I think I'd have him locked up somewhere that no one would ever find him. Or if they did, they'd have to maybe know the combination to a safe. But then you're like, then I start thinking, well, if he's in a safe, someone's going to try to break in and get him. You got to put him somewhere.
I think you just bury him in concrete.
Oh, yeah.
He's already concrete as it is. Just put a bunch more concrete on him, bury him in that.
Yeah, because, by the time they find him, you'll probably be dead by then anyways.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
Well, Mac throws on their tape, and the most shocking part of this movie, he doesn't hate it. He actually thinks they have like a little bit of potential.
I think they do. There's something there.
They do not. There is no potential. I'm sorry.
It is really bad. It's not good.
But Mac does tell him, like, hey, some things are going to have to change. I'm not into this, like, save the hood stuff, treat your girlfriend right type stuff.
This label, we rap about Uzis, blowing motherfuckers' heads off. You know what I'm saying? Smack your bitch up. Shoot your motherfucking homeboy in the face type shit.
This was the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Gangster rap was big around then.
Yeah, by the way, did he coin type shit?
Oh, I think he might have been the original.
Because I thought that was a newer thing, but maybe it's not.
Well, now it's become an older thing, but it was at one time newer. You're right.
True. So the real question Mac Daddy's asking here is, do you sell your soul for the fame?
Yeah, you're right. Because they have to make that decision. Do we bail off the positivity and go to the gangster rap?
And as we've learned in some revelations nowadays, many people sell the soul for the fame.
No, absolutely. A bunch of soulless vampires out there.
Well, Postmaster P, he ain't down, but Stray Bullet is. So the problem is they start kind of arguing. Basically, Stray Bullet will do anything for the fame. Postmaster's like, nah, we ain't going to do it. Well, Mac gets tired of this and is just like, hey, how about you guys just leave? And they kind of lose their opportunity to push it to the next level. But as they're walking out, Mac Daddy decides to add a little salt to the wounds. He looks over at Stray Bullet and says, are you deaf or dumb like your moms? I got to come over there and bitch smack you like I used to do her?
Okay, this is why I thought that his mom and him had a thing. That is just so funny that they threw this in right here.
Well, it's just to add a little bit of lore that maybe, Stray, he's got a little edge to him, probably didn't grow up great.
Oh, you know what, actually? Does Stray know who his dad is?
Oh, could be Mac?
I mean, we don't know who his father is.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the details of that. I think what they're really going for is that Mac Daddy was a pimp and Stray Bullet's mom probably worked for him.
Yeah, but why would they even throw that in there? It had nothing to do with the story at all.
I think it's just to give a little depth on our characters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Max's father. I don't know.
I think that's unconfirmed.
Yeah, it's absolutely
We'll
unconfirmed.
wait on the DNA test.
This is a baseless theory.
Well, as soon as the group leaves, they start coming up with another plan. And here's where Stray Bullet speaks up. And I got to be honest, it was hard to follow his mind map here. It was going all over the place. He starts off with Lotto, and he's like, Lotto, we need to win the Lotto. But the Lotto's hanging around that yard jockey's neck at Max. Do you get that?
No. Well, maybe because he needs to steal. There's jewelry around Max's neck.
No, the yard jockey. Do you know who the yard jockey is?
No. Oh, the leprechaun?
The leprechaun. So he's saying they need to take the gold that's on the chain around the leprechaun's neck.
Okay, it's a clever way, I guess, to say that.
I would say also confusing. Yeah, it took me a minute to put that together. So he wants to get some guns, rob Mac Daddy, pawn off the necklace. That's how they're going to get their equipment back.
I mean, that's one of the problems with just showing the leprechaun off, like in the middle of your office.
With the gold around its neck.
And then just inviting random kids in. Yeah, absolutely. It's stupid.
Mac Daddy, not the smartest. But Stray does have some points here, because originally I'm kind of like, okay, this is just dumb. Why would you do this? But Mac Daddy is holding the hood down at this point.
What are you talking about? I'm reading that. I'm like, why is he saying this?
Because Mac Daddy is the gatekeeper on the music industry.
In the hood.
In the hood, yes. He's the guy you have to appease.
The P. Yeah. It seems that way from what they're telling us, I guess. You don't really see that other than this little scenario they just laid out. But yeah.
Yeah, he's the gatekeeper. So
Okay,
if you rob him, like, you know, it's because they talk about it in here. It's like Robin Hood, right? Rob the rich, give the poor.
No, that's not what they say. Why are you laughing?
So what do they say?
Because I love the line. It's like Robin Hood, we robbing the hood. Or however he said it. Here, I'll give it to you. He did it better than me.
Kind of like Robin Hood. Instead, we're going to be robbing in the hood.
Only with Uzis in that case, baby.
I don't know why. I did love the line. I thought it was fun.
It's stupid, that's why. Well, Stray Bullet brings up the point too, that old postmaster, he's not totally clean because he was on board with that pawn shop gimmick, which was robbing the pawn shop.
Yeah, so he kind of does have a little bit of a point.
Yeah, so his whole thing is like, hey, we're going to do this. Let's meet at McKinsey Park and put this whole thing together, which they totally do. And when they get there, all they do is tell each other how much they love each other.
I love you, man. Love you, man. Shit, let's go to Vegas. Word. Do this. I love you, fam. Yeah, look at this, yo.
I thought about this. Hey, I've never robbed a place, but do people who rob, and maybe leave something in the comments if you have, you can be anonymous if you want. Do you normally tell each other how much you love each other and hug?
It's almost like after a war scene, when you get back together, like, maybe you lost someone in battle, and like you're just like, oh, I love you, brother. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like, or it's you guys had just went through something really just traumatic, and you're like, hey man, I just gotta get this off my chest. I love you.
Yeah, they dropped the loves just on the way in.
My favorite part is when Post showed up, and that one guy, and Butch is like, hey, who's that over there?
What is that?
It's Post, man.
Post?
Well, it's the guy you invited, your friend who raps with you.
It's like one of the 5 people in this movie. Yeah.
It's like the only other person that would be here right now.
So now we're heading over to Mac's spot, and I did like that they changed up the music here because now we get some more gangster rap playing.
Well, they've changed, dude. It's symbolic.
Yeah.
Some deep, some Sinners type stuff.
Oh, dude, we can't bring it up. So they bust in the front door, and to me, the funniest part is as soon as they break this door down, Stray Bullet runs right to the bookshelf and knocks off every book.
My thought is like, what does he think this is, like a Goosebumps movie where he pulls a book and opens up a trap door?
It was just the weirdest thing. Like, we all know where the gold is. Why are you running to the bookshelf?
I don't know what he was doing. I also think it's hilarious how they did not try to be quiet at all. They're just yelling in this room.
Oh, dude, well, they kicked the door down. There's no covert ops here.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, let's go break into this place. Let's do some investigating. Let's make sure no one's there. Check out the security cams. It's like, no, just straight to yelling and just destroying everything.
I think you call this a smash and grab.
Oh, shoot. You know what? You're right.
But
this
they
is some
weren't
straight hood stuff.
But they didn't do the smash and grab. Like, you got to just go over, bust the freaking thing open where the leprechaun is and take it and run. Like, it's very easy.
No, they clearly spent way too much time in this room.
Well, which will get us to our next point, because Butch goes over to the leprechaun and puts on an explosive device.
Instead of breaking the glass, we got to have a reason for the chemist to be here, right? He needs something to do because he doesn't rap. So now let's have him just blow it up with something.
Yeah, like C4 or something. I don't know what he got his hands on.
Or iodine or something.
Well, as soon as he sticks that thing on the leprechaun's enclosure, Mac Daddy walks in the front door. Seeing this, Postmaster turns around, takes his gun, points it right at Mac. Unfortunately, that's the exact time that Butch triggers the explosion, causes Postmaster to pull the trigger, shooting Mac in the chest.
Boom.
So we just did us a murder.
It's not very positive, guys.
Not very positive at all. Butch ends up taking the amulet. Postmaster robs Mac, takes the flute, and right as they're walking out of the door, they hear a little chuckle, which makes them all turn around and they see the leprechaun looking right at them.
Unhand me gold, you thieving hoods. You got more loot than Tiger Woods.
I mean, that's a hilarious line, especially right now. You know, Tiger Woods is in the news.
Yeah, Tiger Woods doing some DUI.
He's always up to something, man, which just makes me laugh because I'm like, dude, this guy was at the top back then. Just like the most famous person. You forget he had a really good image for a long time.
Oh, he was like super clean.
Yeah, not so much anymore.
Well, it's also like, dude, you make so much millions. Why are you driving and drunk?
Hey, we don't need to get into it. Yes, we all know. It's stupid.
Unfortunately, a big fall from grace. I know, like, golf fans, I'm not a golf fan. People love Tiger.
Dude, the video game was so good.
Oh, his game was off the charts good.
Yeah.
Did you know we had a little Chucky reference here?
No.
Well, Stray looks at the leprechaun and he goes, it's Chucky on crack.
That's so funny because he kind of does look like he's on crack.
A hood Chucky, a super hood Chucky.
Well, no, but I'm saying like the leprechaun looks like a crackhead. He looks crazy.
Yeah, he's aged quite a few years. Well, he's just old.
Well, yeah, he's just got those deep lines where Chucky looks like a nice, clean young fella.
Well, they're not going to play around with the leprechaun. They raise up their guns, unload their mags. I mean, the leprechaun just gets riddled to the point where an arm gets ripped off.
Shoot that motherfucker!
Yeah, I mean, they unloaded him. Our poor little fella's gone. For now.
Or is he?
I mean, come on. We know. We know, guys.
Well, the group bails out, get in their car. They're out of there. As they drive away, Mac Daddy wakes up. Now, Mac Daddy got shot in the chest, right?
Yes, Mac Daddy did.
Well, it just so happened he had this gold medallion around his neck that stopped the bullet.
And that was just some random thing he had on, right?
Yeah, that wasn't like our gold medallion.
It was just a lucky shot or unlucky shot. Depends which side you're on.
Now he goes on a little bit of an emotional roller coaster because he almost just got murdered. And as he wakes up, he sees the leprechaun talking to his amputated hand, basically calling it over to him. So you have the leprechaun's hand crawling as the leprechaun's talking to it, like guiding it back to him.
Yeah, he's putting himself back together, which is a crazy thing to say. Yeah, like you said, you got shot. Now you got a leprechaun in pieces next to you.
Well, they end up locking eyes, and the leprechaun looks at him and he goes,
A lot of time has come and passed, but still I see you're a big fat ass.
I think it's funny how he insulted him right out of the gates.
I mean, a lot of time has passed and he's still a big fat ass.
I mean, fair.
We cut over to the parrot. Now, the parrot's going to be in this movie a lot. It's the local bar. Mac runs over there. He calls in his reinforcements again. You know, he's like a big wig. And by the way, his reinforcements in this movie, it's one guy.
Yeah, it's always one guy barely speak. I think he might have one line in the movie.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. He then runs into the bathroom, kicks everyone out, and lights up a joint.
Well, you have to understand, he's very stressed. And so he's got to light it up just to relax a little bit.
Just to chill out. The problem is he's not alone because the leprechaun is perched up next to him.
Because the leprechaun smells something interesting.
Curious aroma.
The way he said it had me laughing, though, because he's just like, oh, what an interesting mystical smell or something stupid.
Yeah, well, he reaches his little leprechaun hand out, and Mac Daddy passes him the joint. Lep takes a puff, and he goes, interesting blend.
We know this because we've watched it before, but how ridiculous is this? You got the leprechaun smoking weed.
I mean, I don't hate it.
No, it's kind of funny. I would have liked to see maybe some more effects. I guess we kind of do, though, because he does at one point get pretty chill.
Does he?
Yeah, I would say when he's got his women around him, he's pretty high.
Oh, well, later on, he definitely gets a little high.
Leprechaun kind of becomes a stoner.
A little bit, yeah. Mac looks at him and goes, well, that's the bomb right there. Leprechaun looks at it, takes another hit, and he goes,
A friend with weed is a friend indeed, but a friend with gold is the best, I'm told.
Another funny line. It was good.
well, it's one of those like, okay, maybe the leprechaun's a cool guy to smoke weed with.
Well, I thought at one point maybe these two had bonded. Like they both have been ripped off, right?
Yeah, maybe they're going to work together.
Because that actually, you know what? That actually would have been funny.
But you're kind of forgetting about the last part, a friend with gold.
But what does that mean in this situation?
Well, that means as the leprechaun passes back the joint, he drops it down, grabs Mac's hand, and does a little knock-knock joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Oh,
Go to who?
gold finger.
Then he rips off Mac's finger because he has a gold ring.
Okay, the only thing I didn't like about this has already been done.
Has it?
Yeah, we've already ripped a finger off. Guy, what was in the Vegas one, right? Yeah, the guy, remember the guy who was going to pick up the leprechaun for a gig? He had gold on his finger and he ripped it off.
Pick him up for a gig?
Yeah, he was on the street. He thought the leprechaun was a street performer in
Oh,
the
the
Vegas
dude
one.
that handed the card to him.
Yeah, so this is another one of those, which is all right. I mean, it was kind of a dick thing to do too. Mac was like, thought they were having a moment, and the leprechaun pulled that move. Not cool.
Mac?
Yeah, Pimp Mac, what is his name?
Oh, you're talking about, okay, you jumped movies on me.
Yeah, sorry. Now I'm back to here, and the leprechaun pulled a dick move.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like they had a moment together, just work together for a little bit.
Okay, so going back though, it would have been really cool if they stuck together. And just for a little while or teaming up.
I'm in.
Yeah.
But the Leprechaun makes it clear with his last rhyme here that
Wow. We can't stop, dude.
that he has something else in mind. And he tells Mac, now find me gold in record time or you'll suffer a bloody, hideous crime.
Not all our winners here.
It's like, okay. But Mac runs off and basically he has to go find his gold.
It's kind of funny how sometimes he lets them. Oh, I guess he did that on purpose, maybe just to have someone else going for the gold.
Sure, another person looking.
Doesn't really make sense though, because it's like he should just kill everyone. It's usually what he does.
Nah, he chooses in this one.
It's also weird. It's like how much we've gone over this, but it is like, how does he know where the gold is, or like how does he have like a location of where it is, or is it maybe it's like on Find My Device, where you have a general idea of where the gold is, but not an exact point?
I think he just fills it nearby.
Yeah.
Well, the Leprechaun walks out into the bar. The bartender takes one look at him and says,
God damn, you little ugly motherfucker.
It's a vicious thing to say to a little person.
I mean, it's rude at a minimum, right?
He doesn't even know. He just thinks this is a little person dressed up.
Yeah. Well, the Leprechaun kind of throws him to the side, but then he hears a melody he's never heard before because rap music is new to him.
Well, and it's really funny when you think about it. The Leprechaun loves to rhyme.
He does.
And this is a new form of that expression.
Right. So, and we may see at the end of this movie that he tries his rap game.
Yeah, I mean, he's been learning throughout this whole movie. That's really what this movie is.
You know what I would have loved? This is before, but like an 8 Mile inspired like rap battle.
Oh my gosh. Would have been great. You could do so much more with Lep in the Hood. Absolutely. Maybe we will in part 2. I don't know.
Dude, how good would it be if he went to like a rap battle?
It'd be hilarious. I mean, how could that not be funny?
But I would like them to bring like Eminem or I don't know, some other like major rap, like guys that actually can rap, lyricists out there and like write some good rhymes. So the bartender tries to hit him with a mic stand, to which the Leprechaun grabs, sends green electricity into it, and basically fries the bartender.
Again, another subpar death, but all right, I like the green effect, I guess. I mean, I like the effect being green.
It was nice that the bartender, when he got electrocuted, his eyes turned green.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that.
Yeah. We cut back to Post and the boys, and they're at the pawn shop with Jackie D. They end up cutting a deal for all the audio gear and the amulet, I guess. They really didn't show like what they were selling.
Okay, I was confused at what they bought at which place, so yeah.
Maybe the amulet, or maybe it was just gold.
I almost thought it was confusing. It wasn't clear. I almost thought they went to Jackie D to sell the amulet to get money. Then I thought they went to Chow to get maybe the audio equipment. I don't know. No, because he needed. One of them said, was it Jackie D that said there's no insurance on it?
Okay, here you're getting confused. Jackie D, they go for audio equipment. They go to Chow for the party supplies.
Okay, because I wasn't even sure what because Jackie D was clearly a pawn shop. I don't know what Chow's place was.
Did they ever get the amulet?
Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, no, Jackie D, right? They sold it there.
The problem is, I know Mac Daddy has it at the end of the movie.
Okay, yeah, clearly we have gotten lost somewhere in here. I don't know.
Either way, they get the audio equipment and $500. They give him gold, maybe the amulet. We're not sure. Now, while they're going through this transaction, Postmaster casually plays his little flute, which, by the way, it doesn't really like play much. It just kind of like goes into this mode. It's like a Zelda mode.
Well, it's so funny because the audio they have with it, I wasn't even sure if he was playing it sometimes.
It's like a silent flute.
Yeah, it's like really quiet. I don't know what they did, but it doesn't sound like it's coming out of him playing it.
But basically, when he does it, everyone gets hypnotized. And this happens throughout the movie. It takes him a very long time to figure out what's going on.
I wanted to talk about this because we're going to find out. They play this flute and then people will just listen to whatever you do or say. They'll like your music. We know that.
Do you have to tell them?
I was trying not to go, and see, this is the problem. I was trying not to go too deep because it kind of doesn't really make sense, because it seems like when he plays the flute, people get in a trance for, I don't know, 3 seconds, but then they snap out of it. Unless they hear music right after, then they'll love that.
It's kind of confusing.
It's obviously doesn't really make sense.
Well, after going to Jackie D's, they head over to Chow's. They go to pick up party supplies, and Chow now is totally pumped because they have money. And we see Chow in full effect because he says,
"You strike rich."
Hell yeah, we strike it rich, motherfucker. What you think?
You mean you get down and jiggy with bitches and hoes?
That's right, child.
I thought this was an interesting turn in personality from Chow. a lot cooler than he initially was.
I think Chow knows he's getting money, and Chow is like now their best friend.
I thought it was weird how he started dancing, though, right?
Well, Chow wants to get in the music video, and he's going to show them his skills.
Chow do the funky peasant. Chow get down hard with his bad self.
Which is just as bad as their rap music.
I mean, yeah, the rapping and dancing, it's all bad. It's Leprechaun in the Hood.
Okay, controversial take. I would have loved to have Chow in their music video.
If they made a music video.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, who would have been interesting? Sure.
All right. Well, meanwhile, this is all going down. The Leprechaun, who apparently has just been drinking and banging bitches all day, is hanging out at the bar with 2 chicks.
I mean, yeah, this is a different Leprechaun. He's in the hood. He's obviously getting high now. He's changed.
Well, it seems like he may be taking over Mac's role in
the pimp game. Yeah.
The pimp game. Yeah.
I think so. For sure. I think absolutely. Well, we're going to get into it because it's a little problematic what he's up to.
We cut back over to Jackie D. He's closing up the shop when he turns around and the Leprechaun is waiting for him in the alley. When Postmaster played the flute, the Leprechaun heard and he basically followed him to this site.
I don't know if that's true. I thought he followed the gold because they gave Jackie something.
But that's what just alerted him was the flute.
Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The flute, his little elf ears perked up. And
Right.
Are leprechauns elves?
Well, they call them Satan's elves in this movie.
Okay, so some form of that, sure. Okay.
Now, 2 things to note in this alley. One, Jackie D thinks that Leprechaun could be a gang member, part of the Shrimps.
Okay. I mean, I love the insult. A leprechaun gang also would love that.
Yeah,
whatever that looks like, well, I'm in.
The other thing is Jackie D's carrying a samurai sword. Does that come into play?
Okay, I got a little nervous because I'm like, that didn't come into play, right?
It may have, it may not have.
See, I think they cut things out of this movie because we don't see what's going to happen here in a second. And maybe actually the sword did come into play and we just didn't see it.
I think it could have.
See, they had to have cut the deaths off because you don't see anything.
Well, let's explain. So Jackie D gets in his car, takes off, but soon runs into a woman, but stops because a woman is standing in the road. And you may wonder, who is this mysterious woman standing in the road? Well, it just so happens to be Jackie D's long lost love, Jackie C.
I mean, why did they give her the same name?
We know nothing about Jackie C other than that they used to hang out. It seems like he hasn't seen her in a long time.
At one point, I thought this might be Stray Bullet's mom. I don't know why. Is there any relationship there?
I didn't see a connection.
Okay, I don't know why I thought, but maybe because we have no idea who this person is, and she came out of nowhere.
Well, we know they were in love at one point.
That's the one, yeah, because they kiss, and Jackie says how much he misses her.
Well, they start making out, and he grabs him some tits.
Oh, did he go up top?
Oh, yeah, he's grabbing everything he can.
Top shelved it? My boy Jackie D?
The problem is,
Jackie's ready to give her the D.
That's too easy. No,
too easy, right? Too easy.
Well, she starts laughing and she starts looking a little connish.
Oh, I mean, we all know it's a leprechaun. Again, I like it though, because I'm like, this little leprechaun, he's just up to no good. He didn't have to do that. He's gonna play around with Jackie like this.
Okay, but this isn't the leprechaun because the leprechaun is in the trunk.
No, this is a manifestation. Right?
Thank you. Yeah, we have to make that clear.
Yeah, because he does this sometimes. Sometimes he will be the person. That's if he's really feeling wild. But this time, no. He's just manifesting something.
So we're with the leprechaun in the trunk. Jackie D gets killed off screen. I would like to think he was with the samurai sword.
Love me, Jackie.
Yeah, that's the big negative. We don't see many of the kills, and yeah, it's up to your imagination. You don't even see anything at all.
No.
Boom, he's gone.
Back with Postmaster in the game, they got a full-on party going. So they're throwing a house party, and they're out on the balcony. We don't get to see in this house party. We don't really get to enjoy it. We're just outside.
You know what? I love a good party in a horror movie.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's fun to see the different people. Some people getting wild. It's a good atmosphere.
Especially you're in the hood. Like, let's see a good hood party.
I've never been. They seem like they're a great time.
I would love to go.
Yeah, we were right there. The window was there. I could see people having fun. We never got to go in.
No, we were out on the balcony the whole time.
Can I tell you this?
Sure.
Why would they have a party when they think they just killed a man? And you got to think that our boy, I forget his name, pimp, whatever, Ice-T, that he's got connections that people are going to be looking for them, right?
Well, we've already seen he only has one worker with him. That's part of his crew. And I would say they just freed the hood.
And that is correct. And you know what, though? No one actually knows that they did this yet. They wouldn't think anyone would know.
And would you think guys throwing a party were the ones that killed him?
No, it'd be like, these guys are just having a party. If they killed someone, they for sure wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Doesn't really matter, though, because gunshots go off, and guess who walks in?
Mac Daddy. Why am I having a hard time remembering that?
Your brain is on the slow mode today.
I have been sick for a long time.
Well, Mac Daddy walks in, and I loved his line because he looks at them and he goes,
What's up, little bitches? Y'all asses is mine.
You know, Ice-T's just kind of funny. He does, like we said, he plays the pimp role well.
he plays, this good, like, kind of gangster role. He fits well.
You know why? He doesn't even seem bothered by what happened because he knows it's the rules of the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he understands what it is. He's like, I don't even care about you guys. You could jump out of here. You can jump off the roof if you want. Just give me my flute.
Yeah, that's all he wants is his flute. But the problem is the dudes are not going to give him the flute. They pretend like they don't really know what he's talking about.
That's the problem is because, you know what? It's all these movies. The Leprechaun's really about greed, right?
It is, yeah.
It really is. If you're greedy, bad things will happen.
That is true.
And in life, that's a lesson. That one's free.
Well, Mac pulls out his gun, goes to shoot him, but he can't pull the trigger because remember the leprechaun ripped off his finger?
I like that he didn't think about this till the moment he pulled out his gun.
Right. So the dudes see their moment to get out of there. They jump off the roof, falling into a trash can.
Very lucky. I mean, you're talking off a roof. Like, there's like 3 stories.
I mean, this is some Looney Tunes stuff.
I mean, yeah.
They're also getting shot at too because his like crew member, his other guy, is just taking shots.
Yeah, they're lucky to survive.
Kind of reminded me of Boondock Saints.
Haven't seen that one in a while.
But they jump off for the toilet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been forever, so.
All right. So Postmaster and the guys jump in the car. They drive off, park, regroup. Now Post starts thinking there must be something to this flute. Again, half this movie is them trying to figure out this flute.
It's funny because he took the flute. You know what you would think normally if you took a stupid flute that's golden, you try to sell it. But he's been trying to figure this out as if he already knew there was something up with it.
Again, they needed to give us like a hood story that has been passed down through generations that like they've heard of this flute, this magical flute.
Yeah, it's going from hood to hood.
And where like guys who get this flute all of a sudden blow up.
Yeah, like so-and-so, you know, we heard this guy, whatever. I don't need to
explain. Do you know what we
story.
needed to? Like, is Mac Daddy has promoted, because he is part of, supposed to be like this big record label or something that he does.
Yeah.
We need to show his star performing somewhere.
Or
like someone,
I think he should be the star, right?
Something to show that he has succeeded in life.
Yeah, because all we know is he has got a cool room in the hood.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all. And he's got chains, I think. Yeah. You're right. I would love to see more of how he progressed. And maybe even then progress a little bit more through having this flute.
Like, we need to see that this flute really can push you to the next level.
The problem is we needed this movie to get a bigger budget.
So Postmaster and the guys have a problem because they need a place to stay, but Mac knows everyone in town. So where are they going to go?
Fontaine's.
And here's where we meet the local transvestite. I don't know what the term is.
It's a man dressing like a woman, so.
What is it I can do for you? Stray Bullet, Postmaster P, and Butch.
And dude, they put Fontaine on another level. Like when you go to Fontaine's, there's just a giant sitting on the table.
I didn't notice that, so yeah, we can move on. I mean, yeah, that's weird. So the idea is that they're hiding here because this is somewhere Mac Daddy would never be.
Nobody would go to Fontaine's.
How they know Fontaine is probably an interesting question that you guys can think about.
Well, I think in the hood, you would just know of Fontaine.
They seem like they knew each other. They seem like they knew. I mean, I would argue Postmaster P maybe knows very well Fontaine.
Why would you say that?
Because he dresses up and he seems very comfortable.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the dudes are with Fontaine. They're hanging out. It's chill at this point. Fontaine's letting them hang out over there. Now we cut over to Chow's where the leprechaun shows up, and I'm going to make this quick because they don't show a lot. Chokes him to death and apparently dismembers him and puts him in jars.
Yeah, that was, again, it's just like, he shows up at Chow's and then they do a little game, you know, a little cat and mouse type thing. And then all you see is the leprechaun's hands around Chow's neck. Boom, he's dead.
And dismembered.
Yeah, but it's like, I would love to see a little bit of that.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Oh.
Cut back over to Fontaine's, and Stray Bullet is just straight freestyling on Fontaine's balcony.
Well, they're practicing, Daniel, because they have the big event coming up soon.
From the dome, I roam through the chromosomes. Come around, I pound you in the head with resin.
Dude, I gotta say, his freestyle was worse than that Ian's freshman freestyle. Whatever that XXL, you know what I'm talking about?
It's so stupid.
Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Damn, we rolling hella deep. I feel like Adele.
Was that bad though? Because I got clowned, but then I think like, then maybe like flipped. People liked it. I started seeing it.
Oh, you're talking about the Ian.
Yeah, I started seeing Ian stuff other places. I don't know if people still think it's bad.
Dude,
maybe.
Oh, no, it was bad.
I think it was bad. I'm just wondering if people still do because I see that guy.
I almost wonder if it was a setup to have like the worst freestyle and then you do your normal stuff.
Maybe.
Well, after hearing Stray's freestyle, Postmaster finally admits that they suck.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, because they do. It's weird that he just now figured that out. But also, this is what I was saying was terrible. Earlier on, we were talking about when they rapped that it's so bad. It was this scene that I thought was the worst rapping.
Okay, I didn't break this one down, but I have some of the other lyrics.
Okay, don't worry. I'm sure I already played you some of the audio, so you're welcome.
So now Postmaster's left on the balcony. Everyone kind of goes in, and he starts thinking, and then he starts playing the flute. Now we cut back to the balcony where we have Fontaine as a background dancer. The dudes are like on a stage rapping with an audience and everyone loves them, even though I would say they still suck.
This be the story, ain't got no glory, no place to go but up, that's where it's at.
Yeah, they are god awful. Of course, we don't need to keep going to that. So yeah, now we know for sure. He plays the flute. Crowds are going to like him. They're going to be famous off this flute stuff.
Okay, you said something that I need to touch on. Crowds. This crowd was very interesting for being in the hood.
Well, I would say two things. Where do they come from? Because I don't think the flute will bring people to you.
I think it's just the people that lived here heard the music and had to show up.
Like went through the walls? Okay.
Okay, now the problem is there's too many white people. I got to be honest. Like there is an old ass white dude who's like leading the pack.
There's old white dudes in the hood, Dan.
I guess there could be. I'm just saying it seemed like
this is not the hood crowd you would expect.
No.
No. And hey, I would have liked a hood crowd.
Me too.
We went to the hood to see some hood stuff. No, I'm sorry. Went to the hood to see some hood I mean, it's true. We're in the hood. We're not really getting the hood vibes.
Dude, this guy had like a Tommy Bahama shirt on.
That's embarrassing.
He didn't really, but
no, I like it.
Now, Butch and Stray, they're pumped. Like everyone loves them. They think like they're gonna blow up.
I gotta say, let's go back to them being so bad. Is that part of like they did that on purpose because this movie is just ridiculous? Like they're like, hey, we'll just get these guys to pretend they're rapping, but we'll just make them terrible. Yeah, I guess that is part of the thing.
I think it is part of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it does work. But they almost went too bad.
The movie acknowledges that they're terrible.
Okay.
So the whole thing is that they're good, except P knows, like our postmaster, that Mac isn't going to stop till he gets the flute. So they can celebrate all they want, but they still got a big problem.
Yeah, which makes sense. It's like we all know if you have this flute, you basically can control the world. I mean, honestly, music is like the bottom of the list of what you should be doing.
Yeah, true.
You'd be the president if you want.
Who would want to do that?
I know, it seems exhausting. Too much work.
At this point in the movie, Fontaine calls it a night. And again, I don't know if I've mentioned it, Fontaine's wearing lingerie, takes the top off.
Yeah, I was going to say the nips are out, man. I'm like, this is just gross.
It was gross.
I don't want to see this.
Yeah, I'm just not into it.
No, well, yeah, it's very clear. If it was a girl, yeah, sure.
Well, and you know what? The Leprechaun also really not into it because he walks in and Fontaine looks at him and goes,
I didn't come to play with fruit. I only seek me magic flute.
Now this line is a little bit of a problem for the Leprechaun because it confuses Fontaine a little bit.
Yeah, and I thought the same thing. Magic flute can be taken a couple different ways.
Well, the fruit line was a little bit of a nag, maybe as they would say.
A little jab, yeah.
And then the magic flute, though, that seems to be up Fontaine's alley.
People like to play the magic flute.
Yes. So Fontaine looks at him and he's like, wow, that's an interesting way to put it. And you might just be the right size, grabs the Leprechaun's little hand and leads him into the bedroom.
What happened in that room, Daniel?
I don't know if we'll ever know, but I can say nothing good.
How far did the Leprechaun go? Because there were some sounds that didn't sound like that bad. Well, maybe some enjoyment.
I'm not going to argue against it because he was in there a little long.
Now, Fontaine said he was the right size. For what?
Jared, I can't even get into that. I can't even get into
Spin him
that.
around like a top.
Well, the gang hears some screaming coming from Fontaine's room. So they walk over to the door. I don't know why you would ever do this, and slowly open it to take a little look.
Okay, they hear screaming. They know what Fontaine's up to. Why would you ever want to go to that door and see what's in there? Because it didn't seem like Fontaine was dying, we'll say.
But I think we're supposed to think like they were concerned.
Okay.
So,
I mean, God.
Well, when they open the door, I mean, they see Fontaine holding onto the bed rails while there's a small figure on top seeming to be thrusting.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be sick, man.
And honestly, he may have been thrusting. I'm not sure what he was doing.
Oh, I don't know. But Butch took the words out of my mouth when he goes, I'm going to be sick, man.
I mean, it is just, they made Fontaine pretty gross.
Yeah, they pushed Fontaine to another level.
Okay, are we going to talk about what happened in here now?
Well, let me explain what the movie tells us.
Let's go.
So it wasn't what you thought because they cut over to the leprechaun who's on top of Fontaine, but he was strangling Fontaine and kills him by strangling.
Why was he thrusting then?
It's a great question, Darren.
Because later we're going to find out that he may be banging chicks to death. That's put out there.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, one of the guys says that. We'll get to that. Maybe we won't if he didn't put it in, but I'll make sure to put it in when the time comes. So I'm thinking maybe the leprechaun's just kind of weird like that.
I mean, it may be his thing. Hard to say.
He did say he wasn't into fruit, though.
That is true.
What a weird thing to do. This whole thing was so beyond bizarre.
It is a strange thing to put into the movie.
It's like, let's just keep it hood. Like the hood idea is funny. These guys, they were wanting to be good people, then they turned more gangster because they had to, or whatever the situation is, whatever. Let's keep them gangster, right?
Would have loved it.
Yeah, let's do some hood stuff, not this.
Fontaine.
This isn't hood.
Is Fontaine hood?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think if you want to bring this character, now we're going too deep. You got to bring a guy that maybe was in the pen a little long and has that crazy eye. You know what I mean?
You're talking about Debo.
Yeah.
You're talking about Debo.
Where you're afraid of what he might do to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okay, we did the Fontaine thing. Now we're going to get to later down the road. We go even further. Well, we could just continue on, and I don't know why.
Okay, well, let's just move on from this point.
Sure.
So Post and them are now like in the bathroom and they spot the leprechaun like milling about the house looking for the flute. Now they're kind of trapped, so they got to figure out what to do. And that's where Butch decides, you know what? It's time to do some more science stuff. And the first thing he finds is some douche cleaner, mixes it with some jelly because that makes it combustible, throws it on a heat pad, plugs in the heat pad, which shares a switch with a light switch. So here's the plan, okay? It sounds like a lot because it is. So the whole plan here is to shut off the lights, lure the leprechaun in. Postmaster's going to hit the light switch, turning it on, firing off that pad, lighting the leprechaun on fire.
That seems like a stupid idea, but okay.
Well, it's also on their route to get out, so they're going to have to pass by a flaming leprechaun. So the first thing in the plan, they need a distraction, so they send Stray out.
Yo, shorty, you ain't even as big as my dick.
Which is a crazy thing to say, because that in no way is true. I mean, he's a giant leprechaun. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, short for a person, but big for a leprechaun.
It's just attacking his manhood.
Yeah, all right.
Well, it works because the leprechaun walks into the bathroom, Post hits the light switch, turns on the heat pad, lights the leprechaun on fire, and they escape to the car.
Now, folks, now.
I mean, this stupid contraption just lit up like a fireball.
Yeah, there's no way this would work.
I mean, it's just the whole thing is just so stupid.
I mean, a heating pad takes forever to get hot.
Yeah, it's this stupid thing of having one guy as a chemist is just so dumb.
Well, that's a leprechaun in the hood, my friend.
This movie is really bad.
Well, now Postmaster remembers, you know what? My grandma's around. I need to go check on her.
And the first time I heard that, I'm like, wait, you have a grandmother?
Well, not only does he have a grandmother, he has a blind grandmother.
Why not?
So they all go over to her house. We have some like funny moments where she has to like fill faces and figure out who they
Yeah,
are.
she's talking trash and they're right behind her. She didn't know because she's blind.
Yeah. Well, Postmaster decides to show Stray the power of this whistle. So he ends up blowing on it, hypnotizes Butch. Now they understand kind of the power of the whistle. It's like at this point, maybe they're starting to get it. Now, you may be thinking, like, where are they going to spend the night? They're at the grandma's. They're going to stay here.
Would make sense. It's a comfortable place. It is his. No, I was going to say it's his home. I don't know where Postmaster P lives, actually.
No idea.
We don't know where anyone lives, but so we're moving on.
Yeah, and we're apparently not staying here. They're going to sleep at the church. Don't know why, or they just like cut over there.
Well, I think the reason is you think because it's a religious place and the leprechaun's evil, maybe this will be a sanctuary. I think they use the word sanctuary a lot.
Okay, so we're going to the sanctuary. Problem is, the Reverend finds him.
Oh my God, this thing gets so stupid.
Yeah.
Now that we're saying, I'm like, dude, the plot is just so dumb. I mean, at least we're working towards something. You know, this is all leading to our big show, but at the same time, it's like, how we get from A to B to C is just ridiculous, and the places we're at are ridiculous.
Yeah, we're just jumping to different like little plots.
It's like,
I
hey,
don't
we
know,
met
plots.
Fontaine, boom, dead. Now we meet this preacher guy. Let's see
Wonder
what
what's
happens.
gonna happen. Yeah. So Postmaster tells him Mac's trying to kill him. They just need one night. And the Reverend's like, here, I'll cut you a deal. Play one song for the congregation and we'll let you stay here for the night. Because it just so happened their musical, I don't know, guy just didn't show up or something.
Okay, so that's like the deal here. They're going to get to sleep here and play some music.
So why don't we just go over to the service? Because it starts off with the preacher giving a sermon on how they need more money. They basically need to give him more money.
Yeah, it's this typical, like, this preacher is in it for the wrong reasons, one might say.
Right. Well, the gang starts in on a very interesting song because they have to play a song for the congregation.
Yeah, so the room's full. I guess this is the next day?
Sure.
I don't even know if we
Who cares what
passed
day
a
it
day.
is?
But yeah, the congregation is full. People are everywhere.
Yeah. And what's the song they're going to play?
I don't know.
Well, P starts with the Jesus Loves Me, Yes, I Know.
Oh, so it's a new take on the song. Yeah.
Well, that's P's going down the good path, but Stray jumps in. If he doesn't, I'll find a hoe.
Jesus loves me, this I know.
If he don't, I'll find a hoe.
That was a controversial line to say out of nowhere.
Yes. So when he does this, the congregation is like, whoa, 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 we can't have that. They start to walk out, but P blows the flute. Next thing you know, everyone sits back down. Coolio walks in the door, and it's on.
Jesus loves me, I don't know. Jesus loves me, the hell if I know.
And Coolio back in the day is so cool. So cool. I mean, Gangster's Paradise.
Classic.
Oh, so good.
Why he walked into this church? Don't know. Is he from, maybe he's from Compton?
I feel like he was still in the hood at this time.
Sure.
Are we in Compton?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
I think we're in Compton. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% sure.
All right, whatever. Now we're going to do a somewhat offensive song.
So now basically we're going to do Jesus Loves Me as a rap battle.
It was kind of deep, you know?
Was it?
I don't know. It was stupid.
Basically, Postmaster's trying to keep it on like the straight biblical rap or just doing a take on Jesus Loves Me. Stray is doing the hood version.
Jesus loves me. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Some other junk past that. Oh, it is so corny.
Dude, it's so bad.
So bad it's good?
No, just bad.
You're right. It's just bad.
After the show, Mac Daddy walks in. They go hide in a room. Like they run upstairs into the room. They shut the door and they all sit down and they make a deal with each other. They're like, hey, no matter what, we're not going down without a fight. So they all sit next to each other and start doing fist bump.
We don't go down without a fight, right?
Right. Right.
Right.
Because the leprechaun just joined them in this room.
I mean, this was Scooby-Doo. Literally, This is a Scooby-Doo scene, which is funny because they do the fist bump and they all pause and they look at each other and then they all just scream.
Scream and run out of the room.
I loved it. I thought that actually was fun. I don't even care.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
It was ridiculous, but fun.
So as soon as they get in the hall, they run into Mac, draws a gun down on him, and they're basically trapped between Mac and the leprechaun. So Mac is again asking for his flute, and while he's doing that, the leprechaun walks up behind him, and Mac looks over at his little goon, and he's like, hey, blow off Post's head, just like shoot him.
Mac wanted them to give up the flute. They're not going to give it up. Mac had enough. He's like, forget it. Ice this fool.
Well, he does say, blow this fool's head off.
You're right. He specifically says blow.
That's because the leprechaun goes, did somebody say blow? Hallelujah. And then
it's just funny because they're in a church. It works.
Well, and then he blows a giant hole in
Slug's
chest. Blow this motherfucker's head off.
Did somebody say blow? Hallelujah.
Which is one of the many times we're going to see his new power in this movie, which is chest explosions.
It's a force push explosion. That's again with these kills. They just suck because it's like, I don't even know what the heck he did.
Just giant hole in his chest.
I like it, but how? It was, you know what? It was shocking though, because then I did like the blood spray on Post's face. It was cool. And what did that have to do with blow? Just because he blew a hole in him?
Yeah, I thought he was more talking about like cocaine. I guess not.
Yeah, I was like, blow. Not a good play on words.
Nah, whatever. Mac ends up bailing out of the room. He's kind of like free now. He leaves.
Well, Mac is like, hey, I don't want to deal with this leprechaun. I'm out.
The boys run into the Reverend's room, lock the door, and then the leprechaun's like outside doing magic on the door. I don't know what that was because he really didn't do anything.
I just feel like there's a lot of scenes in this movie that were shot for a different reason, and we will never know what that was because you're right. It seemed like he was doing magic to where he's going to maybe morph through the door or knock the door down. But no, he does this little magic thing on the door where he's just touching it, and then he just starts ramming it with his shoulder.
Yeah, he just starts doing like shoulder barges.
Which it's like, I think as we just saw the leprechaun just appear next to them a minute ago, I think he can just morph places.
Yeah, he's not going to do that in this one. Well, Post gets an idea. You got this little guy barging on this door, and we happen to have a safe in the room. So why don't we open the safe, put it in front of the door, and you see where this is going?
I do, because yet again, we're just ripping things off from Leprechaun 3. We're doing it again.
Yeah, so the leprechaun bursts through the door right into a cast iron safe, and he starts freaking out.
Okay, that was him making all this noise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's nervous. He's been caught, I guess. I don't think he's really nervous. I think he's just playing the game.
Right. It doesn't seem to have the same rules as the previous movies.
No, because previously it shocked him, or, the iron hurt him. Not so much anymore.
Right. So they got this guy trapped. They go back to the pastor and they'll go, hey, dude, guard this guy. We'll split you the money. Whatever money. I don't even know what money they're talking about.
When they get famous, they're going to split it.
But the question still stands, what about Mac Daddy? Well, old Stray Bullet's got a plan. He reaches into the pastor's pulpit and pulls out a gun.
They're ready to kill him now, for real.
Yeah, because he knew the pastor always carries a gun in the pulpit too.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I did like how the pastor's just like letting this happen. Like, okay, just take my gun.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, we did just run into Leprechaun, so that'd be startling.
Yeah.
Probably not thinking correctly.
Sure, but now it's time for our big rap audition, and they're going to start with their hit song, Hit the Ground Running.
Okay, can I also say a problem with this?
What?
They're just making up new songs on the fly?
Yeah, I mean, they just have the talent. I mean, I would say this is probably one they had chambered.
No, because they're going more towards gangster rap now. They weren't about this before.
That is true. At this point, P's totally into the gangster rap.
Yeah, we haven't had a second to practice a song.
No.
I know, this is a stupid thing to complain about. It's just another dumb thing about this movie.
Well, they have the flute. It doesn't really matter. But we'll get back to the song.
The flute doesn't help them write lyrics, Dan.
Oh, that's true. We jump back to the church. The leprechaun now, you remember he's trapped in the safe. What's he going to do? He's going to summon zombie fly girls.
Can I say something real quick about these fly girls? And yes, the answer is I can. They show this kind of in the reverse sequence. Like they show the fly girls now, and we're going to see how he got them at the end. You know this, right?
No.
I think the end scene is when he actually got the fly girls.
What?
When he raps at the end, they show him like hypnotizing these girls.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
It does, though, because that's when they got hypnotized. Unless he re-hypnotized them.
I'd say the re-hypnotize is the option because they get dehypnotized.
And then they just sit around and listen to this guy rap and get hypnotized again?
Yeah.
Okay.
They forgot.
That's stupid, but okay.
So we're back with the pastor at the church when one of the fly girls walks in, and here's where we see the pastor is not immune from sin. So as soon as the pastor sees the fly girl walk in, he looks at her and says, "Come here, my child, let me lay my hands on this sinful creature."
I mean, it's crazy. And this is when you know this guy's not good at all. But his lines are kind of slick.
And they're not bad because he follows up with, "And let me pass on to you the blessings of the Lord." And then the girl has like some questions for him, like, what are these blessings? To which he says, "My specialty is the gift of tongues."
I mean, that's wild.
Wow. Wow.
It's disgusting, but yeah, that's who he is.
Well, he goes to take off her glasses and finds that her eyes are glowing green.
So now we know you have green eyes, you're possessed by the con.
Right. And then the pastor starts to feel something in his back. He rips open his shirt and it feels like it's going through him. And he looks down to see the leprechaun's hand burst through his chest.
Now be gone from the...
Praise be, good Reverend. Now give up me golden flute.
Yeah, and that'd be the coolest kill of the movie because his hands going through his chest and he's kind of just wiggling it in there. It was fun.
Another chest explosion, though.
I know, they're kind of just reusing stuff in this one.
Back to the audition.
Hit the ground. Hit the ground. Run. Hit the ground. Hit the ground. Run.
I got to give you guys some of these lyrics because it is terrible. Let me read to you the lyrics of the hit song, Hit the Ground Running. Trauma, drama, now we on the run. Mother efforts gotta stay down and done. Pop, pop, bang, bang, here we come again. Hit the ground running while we can. Toke the joint, we can take no more. Posse party, drinks and whores. Chillin', thrillin', pumped up the stereo. Boom go the door, effed up scenario. We go running, bullets keep coming. We hit the ground, the joint keeps burning. Me and my partner, we gonna flee. Just gotta pass this mother effing Jeep.
Wow, that one's especially bad.
That's the hit song, Hit the Ground Running.
And then they continue to repeat hit the ground running over and over again. That is the worst rap song I think I've ever heard in a movie.
Well, it's bad. I don't know. I would say Stray Bullet to the Heart may be worse.
What's that?
Well, that's our next song because that song, Hit the Ground Running, got them to pass the audition to get to the performance, which we go to next.
Which was confusing because it's in the same spot and there's just more people now. It wasn't clear what was even happening the first time.
Right. It jumps quick. So now we're at the performance with the song Stray Bullet to the Heart.
Are you going to read this one too?
I am. How many plays rap grooves at the drop of a dime? Hit the mother effer's face. Leave him in a puddle of your warm blood.
A puddle of your blood?
Of your warm blood.
Why would you hit him in the face and now he's in a puddle of your blood?
I don't know. That's just what I'm reading. I go home, but it turns out I should have stabbed you in the bathroom. I'm a psychopath acting. My gun goes boom, boom. You better make way. Going back the furthest. You'll be the target. No, I'm the hardest. You ever saw You're My Target?
I think you're reading this off.
Stray bullet to the heart.
I mean, I'm lost. I don't know if I feel like you should have hit some in a different tone, maybe.
You would think so? I'm telling you, this one was pure gibberish.
I mean, that is just nonsense. You'll be the target. No, I'm the hardest you ever saw. You're my target.
Dude, I'm telling you, yes, I read it very dry. It's not better.
I mean, I noticed when I was listening to it that it was pretty god awful, but I just got numb to it at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, that is really the crime or the horror in this movie is the rapping.
Yeah, it's the worst part.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, this performance was a hit. Obviously, they played the little flute. They go back to their room. When the VP of Dope Discs Production shows up, and they let you know quickly, it's the biggest hip hop label.
Well, they have to, because otherwise you're like, what the F is this? I've never even seen this man before.
Yeah, it's just some random white dude shows up.
Well, the stupidest part is, why is he here?
He was there for the performance, and he lets them know they made it to Vegas. That's all he's here for.
So the producer of Dope Disc Records or whatever was just at this small performance?
Yeah.
In the hood?
Yep.
You would have thought he'd be at the next one.
You would think that. Well, they start celebrating after that dude leaves. They're like, we're going to Vegas. You know, everybody's happy, partying it up. Then the Fly Girls walk in, followed by the Leprechaun.
Wait, hold on. Is this a prequel to 3?
How so?
Because Leprechaun goes to Vegas in 3.
Oh, wow.
I'm saying that. That was the 3rd one, right?
Whoa, that's interesting. Hold on. Because in that one, the Leprechaun does have the amulet around his neck.
Oh, yeah. Did we just connect the dots? I mean, I don't know if it's like lore, but it does kind of make sense.
That would make more sense than the reverse order.
I mean, there are a lot of connections between the two. The safe, the amulet, the biting the finger off. Seems like the same type of leprechaun.
Well, as usual, the Leprechaun wants one thing, and it's his flute. But Stray isn't going to let this happen. He pulls out his gun, points it at the Leprechaun, but the Leprechaun now raises his arm up and makes Stray aim the gun at Butch's head.
I thought this was kind of cool. This is where you see like a different side of the Leprechaun. Like, he is evil, but this is like really evil.
Yeah, this is pretty dark.
Yeah, but he's putting him in a situation. You got to give me the flute, which I'm like, dude, the Leprechaun can take the flute anytime he wants.
Yeah, but he wants to. Well, I don't know if he can, because some of these movies it has to be given.
Well, I mean, is that really a rule in this one, Daniel?
I don't know.
Don't introduce that. It's not.
Well, Post has seen enough, so he just gives the Leprechaun the flute. Now, the Leprechaun He's going to let them know what they just lost.
Well, he's got to rub a little salt in the wounds.
Yes, so he tells them.
So near and yet so far. Now live with the thought. You were almost a star.
That's tough.
Hey, when you're on the high and you're on the way up and you realize we'll never have it now, that's a hard feeling.
I mean, that would be hard knowing you could have like everything you wanted and he just snatched it from you.
It's gone.
I mean, you could actually just go get it right now. It's right in front of you.
Well, you could, and Post decides, you know what? I'm going to do it. Tries to catch the Leprechaun lacking. Runs up behind him, goes to hit him. Leprechaun whips around, takes control of Stray again with that gun. But now he does something different. He takes the gun and makes Stray put that gun right under his chin. Boom. Cut screen.
No, Post. No.
Stray's dead.
Yeah, that was shocking. And not only that, now it's like Post caused that. I'm like, dude, that is some like devious stuff the Leprechaun's up to.
Okay, it's shocking, but I would say what happens next is even more shocking because we got us a Weekend at Bernie's situation here.
Okay, yeah, this guy shot himself under the chin, like gun pointing upwards. You'd imagine there's a lot of damage done that way.
That's in the room too.
Yes.
So what did they do? Apparently they took him, stuck him in their car and drove him to some site by the river or something.
They would have had to drag him through. I mean, I think this was the spot where they just did the performance, right?
Which I think it's all the same place. I feel like the church or the bar, I think it's at the bar.
So they would have been dragging this dead body down through the bar where everyone's at. Because, and after a performance like this, everyone's not leaving. We're partying.
But why even drag him in your car? They put him in their own car.
Well, I think it was his car, right?
Whatever. Either way, it's not good.
I mean, yeah, they're going to get busted for this.
So anyways, they park him. He's just sitting in the passenger seat. And Post and Butch have a little talk.
I do have to say, his face was fine, by the way. So don't worry. He was okay.
Well, maybe I went in and came out the back.
All right. It's too dark.
Post looks at Butch. He's like, hey, man, we were supposed to be on all that positive stuff. And Butch is like, man, dude, that was a long time ago. To which I was like, was it? Because I feel like you were on the positive stuff maybe 2 days ago.
Yeah, I think at most this has been 2 days.
He's like, it was so long ago.
I mean, but they switched up real quick too, by the way. You know what's funny? That other guy, the big guy of the group, he didn't really do much at all. Like why is he even around?
For just to do some different, I don't know, chemical stuff.
Is he the DJ? I don't even know if he does that.
He might have been the DJ.
All right.
Cut back over to the Leprechaun, who's now chilling on an elevator lift, where his girls have brought him yet another filly for the stable. I mean, dude, so now the Leprechaun...
Did you say that or did they say that?
No, I think they said that.
Oh, okay.
So I believe at this point, the Leprechaun is just getting prostitutes.
Did she meet with your approval?
She's the bomb.
So Leprechaun has these zombie girls, and then the zombie girls are bringing girls to him. Now I thought, okay, he's just going to build out this army of zombie girls.
Okay, wait, we got to clarify. They call them zombies. They're hot girls that are just mind controlled.
Yeah. They're under his mind control. Do whatever he wants. Well, Butch says that, we're going to find out soon that he was watching this whole situation, or that people have been watching, and he knows the Leprechaun's at the bar, and he knows the Leprechaun is getting these girls, and he says the Leprechaun's effing these girls to death.
Well, I know they do say the girls go up in his little elevator and never come back.
Yes, and it does seem like he is sexually attracted to these girls.
Interesting.
So I think the Leprechaun's banging these chicks to death.
It's dark, bro.
What kind of weird movie is this? Like, why are we doing this?
I don't know, dude.
We had that situation where he banged the dude to death,
Wow,
which I'm saying,
allegedly.
I'm putting that on record. I think he did.
Allegedly.
We don't, right, that is alleged. I mean, I don't want to say,
You
guys.
say it.
I think we know what he's doing to these girls.
Okay, it's not good.
And he's also super high, which is weird. It is just a dark, not so funny thing he's up to. But so why?
Darren, I cannot answer that.
Why is the Leprechaun even around? He got what he wanted.
He doesn't have does he have his flute at this point?
Yeah, he got his flute. Yeah, they remember.
Well, now he's just living his best life, that's what he does.
He just wants to get high and bang random girls, I guess, to death.
All right, can we move on?
This movie is just god awful.
All right, let's jump back to Postmaster's grandma's house because the Leprechaun walks in. Now, remember, she's blind, so she can't see the Leprechaun, so she has to fill him. So she starts filling his hand, and she's like, oh, you must be one of Post's friends. And then she fills his hand, and she's like, oh, child, You got the arthritis real bad.
Which is funny because we've said his little stupid hands are all bloated and swollen. Also, wouldn't you be like, well, hold on, this is a little person. Wouldn't you have like...
Darren, there's a million reasons why.
Okay,
Come on.
You're right.
She tells him to go wash up because she's going to fix him some food and feed this little guy.
And this is my favorite part.
Well, they sit at the table, and not only is she going to feed him, she's literally going to feed him.
Well, like a baby, she's got the spoon and she's trying to put it in his mouth, but she can't see. So Leprechaun has to try to help her get it in his mouth.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Well, she's got the utensil out, and she's trying to feed him while she misses and stabs him in the eyeball.
Which is kind of funny because it's like, oh, she screwed up and hurt the leprechaun. But the eyeball came out. And yet again, I'm like, we've already done this eyeball thing a bunch of times too, which is kind of interesting. This movie just keeps recycling things.
Well, or does it? Because this was all just a dream.
Boom, we got you. Fake out.
Post wakes up and hears a knock at the door. So this was a dream he had. Woke up, there's someone at his door. He opens it up. It's Stray Bullet, dead.
Oh my gosh. So Leprechaun's taking over his body or something.
Nope, psych, double dream. Dream within a dream.
Got you again, you idiots.
This is some Inception stuff going on.
I mean, it was kind of fun. Can I keep it real quick?
Sure.
Because I feel like we're in the hood. We can do that.
Okay.
I didn't like this movie as much as I thought I did. I thought I would love Leprechaun in the Hood. Leprechaun in the Hood, not so good.
You know, I like Ice-T in it.
He is really good. His character's fun. Obviously, he's a good actor. He's been in a ton of things.
The rapping is so distractingly bad, it's hard to get behind.
He should have left it as the rapping is so distracting.
It's
It's so bad. It makes me sad. Inside, I want to go hide. What you got?
Nothing.
Wow. Wow.
Dude,
Well,
that was bad. I had arrived and I went a little too dark.
You're usually good at this type of stuff.
Yeah.
All I can think about is rhyming out with the leprechaun's dick. I was kind of thinking rhymes about that. But then I'm like, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this movie's not that good.
So Post does wake up from the second dream within the dream. And there is a knock at the door, but it's just Butch.
And Butch comes with like these glasses. Again, he's the tech dude now, and he's got these glasses with lights on. What was this?
Well, that looked like you were going to work on some computer parts or something.
Yeah, why is he wearing it around? Because at first I thought like, oh, okay, this is some sort of strategy thing he's got going on.
Yeah, it did seem like he was working on some big device for them to like kind of take out the leprechaun with.
Oh, you're right. Okay, then maybe, hey, there's probably a scene that got cut or something, because that would make sense that he was working on something. That's why he had the glasses with the lights on, and they built this device that they're going to go take to the leprechaun and blow him up.
But really what he just says is that he knows Post is going to be going for the leprechaun. He's not going to let him go alone. So Butch has a plan.
Okay, so yeah, they both decide, hey, our buddy died. He can't die for nothing. He can't die in vain, I think is something they might say.
Yeah.
I don't know. So their plan is they're going to go find a way to get the leprechaun, to basically they got to kill the leprechaun, but they also get their flute back.
Okay, hold on. First of all, Butch has to explain some of the lore that he's found out.
Okay, go ahead.
Because like anyone who wants to learn about leprechauns, you go to the Leprechauns for Dummies book.
Yeah. That was a thing for a long time. If you had to learn anything, it was in the For Dummies book. ChatGPT has now killed that.
Yes. So what we learn, each leprechaun is a dark elf of Satan.
Cool.
Each has a pot of gold. If you take the gold, you'll get hunted. So after hearing all this, what do you think the plan is?
Well, I know the plan, it's an insane plan.
Well, the plan is to use weed, not just weed, 4-leaf clover weed.
Well, we know that if the leprechaun takes I guess if he just ingests a leaf, it diminishes his powers for a little bit.
Correct. The lep loses his powers with the essence of the clover.
I mean, this is so stupid, because if you knew that, why wouldn't you just grab a bunch of 4-leaf clovers? So
here's the plan. It's to go to the leprechaun and smoke weed with him, 4-leaf clover weed. That's the plan.
That is just the dumbest plan in the world, but it does seem kind of cool.
Well,
okay, but here's the big thing, Dan. How do you get to the leprechaun?
Well, word on the street is that the leprechaun has a room of a hose over at the Golden Parrot.
Who is down.
Yeah, well, I mean, unconfirmed.
No, well, he is. What's happening and how that works, we don't know.
But the real question is, okay, we know where he is. We know
what he likes.
We know what he likes. How are we going to get close to him?
And we are the two men in the story, is what we're saying.
Correct. Yeah, Butch and Post.
There's only one way, and we know this way because we've seen like a little taste of it earlier.
There's only one way, and it's to get in full drag.
We are dressed like women now.
Yes. Even though we look like fully grown men, we are going to put makeup and wigs on and try to be women.
And that will fool the leprechaun.
Sure.
Into banging us.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario, it works. Worst case scenario, you're getting some leprechaun dick.
Yeah, which is worse than death. This is a risky proposition.
I mean, you're all in.
Maybe the weirdest
maybe
story.
He is too.
Hey, that's a good play on words. Maybe the weirdest storyline I've ever seen, or the weirdest plan I've ever seen.
There's a lot of ways you could go about this. Dressing as women is not on the highest part of my list. Okay, unless you're looking back at that Fontaine situation and thinking, okay, hold on, the leprechaun liked Fontaine. Maybe he likes, a masculine woman.
But the leprechaun, at least we didn't know that he did. They
I'm
don't
just
know
saying.
that. Okay, all right.
So Butch and Post get all dolled up. I mean, we're in dresses. We got earrings. We have necklaces on.
Yeah, we can move on. They're dressed up, yeah.
They arrive at the bar, and the first thing they do is smoke some weed with the zombie fly girls.
We're going to get this done quick.
Now, when the zombie fly girls take a hit, they immediately all say, "Lep in the hood, come to do no good." And then they gasp, and they're like all of a sudden out of the trance.
Lep in the hood, come to do no good.
They each take a turn saying it, and then they like, boom, snap out of it. It was almost like a glitch, which is just so weird.
Yeah, they were under the trance, smoking the 4-leaf clover, popped him out of it.
Don't worry, Lep in the hood, come to do no good. We'll come back.
Does it?
Oh my gosh. It's the song, dude.
Oh, okay. But these girls, now that they're snapped out of the trance, they do tell Butch and Post where the leprechaun is. It's simple. There's an elevator. He's at the top of the elevator. They get in the elevator, and I gotta be honest, there's a weird scene where Butch tells Post how good he's looking, like for real.
Damn, Post. You look good for real.
Which I just thought was weird. Didn't seem like a joke.
It was awkward and odd because Post was like ripped. He's like ripped. Maybe that's why he said it. I don't know.
Well, they walk out of the elevator and the room is dark. Like there's nothing in it. It seems like a big open room, pitch black, except for the leprechaun, but he's all high and a little bit of asleep.
Yeah, he's a little faded, one might say.
Yes, he's on a full fade. Well, Butch kind of wakes him up and he's like, "Hey, we got some fresh meat for you and some weed."
Yo, Mr. Leprechaun. Got you some new fresh homie and some special weed.
And the leprechaun kind of like wakes up and he's like, "Come over here." So Post.
Okay, here's the problem though, right off the bat. You don't think the leprechaun's gonna be like, who is this giant person with these weird glasses on? Because like this whole story, well, it hinges on the fact that the leprechaun's going to be into these two giant dudes.
Well, they're chicks.
But they don't look like chicks at all. They look like dudes wearing dresses.
Well, that's what they are.
Yeah. I mean, but the problem is you have Butch standing there and he's supposed to be a fly girl?
Yeah.
Like the leprechaun should be like immediately like, I don't even know who you guys are.
Well, he thinks that they're bringing him a new fly girl. So he thinks that Butch is the one bringing his new fly girl, which is Post.
So he thinks Butch is a fly girl.
Yeah.
Don't you think he looks maybe a little bit different than the fly girls?
Dude, this dude is so high, he can barely see.
I mean, he is really high.
So Leprechaun calls Post over. So Post walks over to him, and I think he gives him the joint, maybe.
Yeah, they both get high. Take a little hit off that clover.
So they take a little hit off the clover, and then he looks at Post and says,
Sit down, my healthy filly. You're about to meet a club named Billy.
What world is that going to be a good thing?
I mean, first of all, I don't think there's so many more rhymes you could do that were better than that.
Well, but the Billy Club plays on a couple different angles.
Yeah, but because he might beat him.
Well, he might just be hitting them with a club.
Maybe he wants to be beat.
Or maybe his club is named Billy. You know what I mean?
thought the better rhyme would be something with Willie. I thought that was an easy layup. Dude, but you're right. Maybe Billy was the route.
You know what? We don't have to dig into it because the leprechaun gets straight to it here. Post ends up sitting down like on his lap. They take another hit. And then the leprechaun says,
They say in the hood, you're never down unless you've the courage to go downtown.
It's funny, but this scene was kind of dark.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's like, dude, this leprechaun is a straight perv. Like, I know he's evil, but I don't like this like pervy weird leprechaun.
Well, what's weird is I'm pretty sure Postmaster grabs him a handful of that leprechaun.
Okay, here's another thing. I don't know that Post wasn't into this, you know?
He seemed to be going along with it. What you'll do to get that flute?
Well, the problem is he already took a hit. His power is diminished. You don't need to play along anymore. Get your hand away from him.
Yeah. No.
I think he was kind of interested, just like, let's see how far this can go.
Maybe he liked the way he was looking. I don't know.
Hey, you legit, all jokes aside, this was freaking weird.
The whole thing is weird.
Yeah.
Well, the leprechaun ends up passing out. Post steals the flute. They run back to the elevator. Now, as soon as they walk out of the elevator, Butch catches a gunshot to the chest. And then he has one profound question.
Oh, dude, you missed his whole storyline.
His storyline?
The whole thing about him is he was a virgin.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The whole thing with Butch is he's a virgin.
I mean, the only reason I bring it up is because it only plays out right now. But the whole time, every time someone met the guy, everyone knew he was a virgin. It was the stupidest storyline, and it wasn't funny at all.
But it does play into his one question to Postmaster before he dies.
Is the pussy in heaven, Post?
Is there any sadder question you could have before dying?
It honestly made me depressed. I'm like, this poor guy, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know if you're going to heaven, dude. I mean, you didn't seem like a good person. I don't know if you were religious at all. That's on you. But it was just sad.
If that's the last thing you got to ask, it's like, if you're asking, you shouldn't know.
You shouldn't know?
I don't know.
I mean, it was just, this movie kind of sucks. It's like depressing in a lot of ways.
Hey, keep your opinion to the end.
Okay, all right.
So now Butch is dead.
Gone.
And even worse than his line is we get to see Postmaster wearing a dress and earrings, crying for his dead friend.
Well, I think his friend even said not in a dress or something, right?
It's going to be hard to explain this.
Dude, yeah, not only you died a virgin, which is a bummer, also now people are going to have some thoughts about what your life was like.
Now you may be wondering who just shot Butch in the chest. Well, that would be Mac Daddy because he just walked in.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. This whole time, Mac Daddy's chasing these guys, and they don't actually seem to care.
Well, they care, but they also have to deal with the leprechaun. They want the flute. There's a few things going on.
Well, they're doing shows and stuff. It's like, dude, if you have the flute, you just get out of town. You don't have to be there anymore.
Yeah, you got to leave the hood.
Yeah, for sure. But that movie's not in the hood. So.
Well, Post comes out from behind the counter to confront Mac Daddy, and Mac kind of tries to cut a deal. He's like, hey, dude, I got this amulet. We can put this leprechaun to sleep. We should like work together on this whole thing.
Yeah, which at that point too, I'm like, okay, good. I like iced tea. Let's work together. Kill the leprechaun.
Well, Post thinks differently because he raises the gun up and Mac looks at him. He's like, you're no gangster. Post drops 3 rounds into him.
Well, dude, iced tea, just shut up. He's just saying, can you please shoot me in the chest? He's egging him on.
Well, also, this guy's got a lot going on. You're looking at a dude holding a gun. He's wearing a dress. He's got earrings on. I don't know what this guy's been through.
Yeah, did Mac even ask, like, why are you dressed up like a girl now?
Didn't question it. So Mac gets blasted, takes 3 shots. Leprechaun comes walking out of the elevator, looks over at Post and says,
Cross-dressing imposter.
The Leprechaun's pissed, dude. Which, hey, you know what? He was tricked too. I get it.
Yeah.
I'd be upset by that as well. He was high. He didn't know what he was doing. He got taken advantage of.
You could argue that.
They're all bad.
Well, the leprechaun throws Post to the floor. He walks over to him to get his flute. He said some like hell rhyme. I don't know. It was a rhyme I didn't feel like was worth like putting in here.
Hey, yeah, they're not all winners. We know this.
All right. Now, this is where it goes nuts because Post summons an Irish accent.
Why? Why did he? This was so weird.
This was so weird because he looks at the leprechaun and says,
If this is to be Post's last stand, you'll have to take this flute from me cold dead hand.
I don't know what he was doing here. I don't know why he started talking leprechaunish or Irish
in the third person.
It was so bizarre and random.
Well, I think it's because we're going to have a little rhyme battle here. It's just a couple, like 2 bars or 1 bar each, whatever. I don't know. You guys, I'm not a rapper. The leprechaun looks at him and says,
I'll take it from you, homie. You'll see, 'cause you know the lep is the real OG.
That was pretty hard. That was a good starter.
But Post looks at him and says, well, that's great and all. What are you going to do about Mac Daddy? There's a big thing in this movie about people being behind you.
Was that the rap battle?
That was it. It was just one, each had their bar or whatever.
Oh, I thought there was going to be more. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, that was quite the battle. It wasn't a battle at all.
It was like a verse. You each get one verse to rip
oh my
on
gosh.
each other.
I thought there was more the way you said it. Okay. Well, who won the battle?
It's up to you guys. I would say the Leprechaun. And there is a big thing about like in this movie where someone's behind you and no one believes like, hey, look behind you. Oh, look, I'm going to fall for that.
Yeah. Except for in this movie, they always are behind
It's 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So the Leprechaun doesn't believe that Mac's behind him. And he even like starts laughing like that he would think he would fall for that. To which he catches a vicious chair across the face.
Which is funny because Mac Daddy had the amulet, right?
Mac Daddy has the amulet. That is correct.
Leprechaun didn't know he was there.
No.
He could have just put the amulet around his neck.
That is an option.
Instead of hitting him with a chair. And also he's been shot several times. I think swinging that chair would be a tough task.
You know, now that you say that, he should have just put the amulet around his neck.
The last thing you want to do is, after you've been shot in the chest, is get up and swing a chair at someone.
I'm going to be honest. I don't even know where this amulet has been this movie. Like, I thought the other dudes had it. I guess they didn't.
I think
don't
Max
know.
had it. I don't know.
Well, anyways, the Leprechaun gets laid out by this chair. It doesn't really matter because he just blows a hole in Mac's chest.
Boom, again. Gone.
Mac Daddy ain't dying today.
And the best part about that is that when he blows the hole in his chest, blood goes all over Post's face, and he's wearing the dress and earrings and the necklace, and it's like a red dress, and he has blood on his face. It's the craziest look.
You know what's weird? Don't you think when Post put the dress on, I'm not kidding, I think his personality changed.
I mean, he's doing Irish accents.
But it's even when
he's touching leprechaun dicks.
No, I mean, it's not even a joke. He kind of did. And he even was like, he's just more serious now. It's weird.
Maybe something was passed on when he touched that thing down there.
Oh.
Because things start to get weird. Well, let's come back to this scene. So, unfortunately for the Leprechaun, when he blew a hole in Mac Daddy's chest, Mac Daddy was holding that amulet. So that power of the chest blow, I mean, he blew like a fat hole in it, which made him fling his arm up, swinging it up in a wide arc, throwing this amulet that is falling through the air right at the Leprechaun.
And this is a full circle moment, just like the beginning. Now we're here again. The amulet's falling, Leprechaun's looking up. Oh no! Boom, cut.
Cut to Postmaster P. He's coming on stage, rapping to an arena, or is it an arena? I don't know. It's fog for a while, and it's like a giant empty room. It actually looks like he's rapping to no one. Come to find out, I think it's just the bar.
Oh, they're still here?
I think we're still at the bar.
Oh my God. I thought maybe they went to Vegas. No, you're right. It is the bar because the girls are going to get hypnotized again.
There we go.
This movie, it's like, why did we watch this?
But we got to get into the lyrics here because his new song is King of the World.
Dude, this song is terrible too.
King of the World. Yeah, that's me. I passed the test. They effed my nest, but I made it to the top.
He did say they effed my nest. I kept wondering what they were saying.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Put your fears to rest. King of the World. Yep, that's me. I'm finally the man I've been striving to be.
And he repeats that King of the World line a million times.
Not literally, but quite a few.
No, not literally. It was a lot.
So Post walks off the stage, takes off his glasses, and his eyes glow green.
Boom. Twist.
Twist. Camera pans, Leprechaun's in the crowd saying, I taught him everything he knows. And guys, that's not the end of the movie.
But you would think it would be.
You would think it's the end of the movie, but now we got to get to the hit single, Lep in the Hood.
Yeah, and there's no better way to end this movie than the Leprechaun dropping a new song.
And he raps. That's the end of the movie. There's a full-on song.
From the Emerald Isle to your place in the hood, I'm the man of green, come to do no good. Left in the hood when we're bad, we're good.
And, you know, honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was kind of fun.
I can't say it's worse than Postmaster.
I mean, it was something. And this is where he goes, and when he's doing the song, he's now re-hypnotizing, I guess, the girls again.
Let's just get to the final rating.
God, this movie is just so bad. You know, it was entertaining at times. Like, I enjoyed it. I watched it several times. It's just like the story is just bad. I mean, it's really like the acting. I don't even know what to say, dude. The characters are just kind of boring. It's just a dark theme. I thought I would love him being in the hood. And I think I would if they did this differently. It has to have more of a fun vibe, right?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, fun is nice.
Yeah, and just like, I guess I kind of like there was somewhat of a story of the guys that were trying to get the flute, but I don't know, man. It's just kind of boring at times and just insane. You know what, though? But now I'm saying that insane parts kind of work. It's Lep in the Hood. I'll give it a 5.6 just because I like the rapping at the end.
All right. Yeah, I totally agree. I do like the characters, even though they're really stupid and out there. They all have their unique flair. I mean, we got Butch, who's a chemist. We have Stray Bullet. He's a wannabe, kind of is a gangster, kind of a bad dude. We have Postmaster, wants to keep it clean, but his heart gets turned to the dark side. We have Ice-T. I think actually Ice-T is probably my favorite character in this movie, to be honest. I think he just plays his part well. Gotta be honest though, didn't love the cross-dressing stuff. A lot of it in this movie for no reason. It just doesn't fit. You know what I mean? If you could fit it in that it made sense in some way, sure, maybe. Doesn't make any sense in this movie at all.
Like I said, I just didn't find even those parts funny. It was just kind of weird. I'm like, what is going on?
Dude, legit, I was like, why are they doing that? It made no sense in this movie. The kills were like, okay, they're nothing to write home about at all.
Okay, well, there's just chest blowing. In fact, even the leprechaun blew his hand through the chest.
Yeah.
That's like all we saw.
Yeah, well.
The kills are terrible.
I will say the rhymes were on point for the leprechaun. Like the last movie in space, he didn't rhyme. He brought the rhymes on this one. Even raps. I mean, can you ask for more?
I mean, the Leprechaun song is iconic. It's fun and how stupid it is.
I do love the hood vibe. Would have wished like we could have gone around the hood a little bit more and not be like in our, like we had like 3 locations we were in.
Yeah, this movie felt really cheap.
Overall, it's a horrible movie, ridiculous, but I will say it's a fun watch. And if you like the Leprechaun, it's a must. Like you have to watch the hood movies.
I mean, just because they're so stupid.
So overall, I'm going to give it a 6.8.
Dang, you liked it a lot more than me. I just thought it was kind of dark. I don't know.
I liked the Ice-T in it, the stupid whistle, these guys trying to make trying to go up in the rap game. Yeah, it's bad, but I kind of liked it.
You know what's funny? This is actually the only time like where the main characters really got killed.
Well, not all of them.
I know, but even some of them, usually they like the main characters, the 1, 2, 3, or the first one, there's a group of people, none of them die, right?
It's in the hood, bro.
Hood's different.
It's
dangerous
different
out here.
All right, so what did we learn? Our survival rules. It's the same as usual. Don't steal from the leprechaun. All leprechaun movies, don't be greedy. If you're greedy, you're probably going to die. If you have that amulet, put it on and bury him in cement. That's my go-to.
I don't know if putting it on works in this one. It just seems like if you put it on him, it works.
Well, that's what I mean. Why would I say put it on you?
I don't know. Because in the other ones, if you just had it around you, he'd be like scared off.
Yeah, put it on him. Turn him to stone.
All right.
Don't try to shoot the leprechaun. That can go bad.
I don't know. It kind of worked this one.
Did it work for Stray Bullet?
Well, you got to pull the trigger. Don't hesitate is what I would say.
Don't accept gold coins in the hood. Like when you find an ancient gold coin and you're at a pawn shop, don't accept those. Could come with a lot.
Well, who even got a gold coin?
I think both the pawn shop guys.
I didn't even know they grabbed coins.
I don't know what they had, bro, because that amulet, I don't even know how it was with Mac Daddy.
I honestly thought they grabbed a bunch of chains.
Maybe they were selling chains. I don't know.
I don't know what is going on.
Don't gloat in the leprechaun's face. Mac Daddy hit him with that stool, like laughed in his face, hole blown in his chest.
It sucks, man.
Just give him what he wants and leave him alone.
Yeah, I think the main thing is if you have his gold, give it to him and you'll probably be fine. Yeah.
All right, some trivia. There wasn't a whole lot with this one. Filming was briefly halted when Warwick Davis had chronic flatulence, and again when a power outage occurred.
This sounds like not real.
It was in there.
Like slander.
It was in there.
Chronic flatulence?
That means he was farting a lot.
I mean, that's a thing?
I don't know, bro.
I don't think this is real.
Director of Leprechaun 3 and Leprechaun 4 in Space, Brian Trenchard Smith, basically pitched an idea for the 5th movie where the Leprechaun was going to the White House.
I mean, that's hilarious. Sure.
That could have been something.
They all could be something.
This is the first film in the series where the Leprechaun is not killed at the end.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should have noticed that. That's very true. Yeah.
He survived. He made it through.
Well, and we survived barely.
Well,
This thing was a freaking slog. I'm gonna be honest. I've been sick too, but man, I don't know. This is an interesting one.
guess what? We're going to go back to the hood.
Have you watched that?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Different. It's different than this one.
More fun or no?
It's up to you. You decide.
All right, we'll let you know next one.
All right. Before we take off, special thanks to our tribe members. On YouTube, we have Philip, Jake the Floppy Snake, Matthew Caesar Minsky, Frederick Blackstone, Crazy Meg, Freaky Frog, and Vane. Patreon, we have Oxley Scorpio, Fernando Zapata, Tanner Strode, Call Me Chocolate, Drew Castilla, Binky, and Ian Joseph. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys so much for the support. Seriously, we appreciate it all. Thank you guys for listening. Hey, if you like the pod, please leave us a review. It helps people find us and helps us grow.
All right. Thank you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Back to the hood.
Back to the hood.
See you guys back there in the hood.
See ya.